Good morning, good morning, good morning. What is good, people? What is happening with you today? Hope you're doing well. TGIF. Thank goodness it is Friday. 729 in the building. What's going on, Cadillac? What's going on, Cadillac 634? How you feeling, my brother? B&B Boxing News. What's good? Dre H, what's happening? ATX Realist in the building. What's good? DH, what's good? HMC3, what's happening? Jay Dixon in the building. Ernie V in the building. Timothy Stoudemire showing up early. What's going on, man? James Vaughn in the building. What's going on, bro? I love that name, bro. I can't lie, man. I don't know what it is. Like Vaughn. I like that Vaughn, dude. Hey, man, what is up with that crazy dude? I know you guys are into this hip hop stuff. I'm not into this hip hop stuff. There is this really kind of funny Southern type of dude. He's got a regular name. And I saw him on Instagram yesterday. Wait, what's going on? That Naughty Dread in the building. Naughty Dread. Oh, by the way, my voice is a little strained. So I am trying to speak deeply and relatively softly in this show because I do not want to restrain my voice. I want to be able to allow it to rest. So I'm going to have to speak with a little bit more bass in my voice. And I'm not going to have any time to throw any of you trolls out or get mad at you. I'm getting old and I talk a lot every day. So I got to make sure I modulate. Said I was sick as a dog yesterday, was in the hospital all day. Man, I'm sorry, brother. Did you get the COVID, bro? Timothy Stoudemire, did you get this? Did you get the COVID? Hope you're all right. Juan P, what's good, man? I'm chilling, man. I'm just chilling, man. Having a good time, man. I'm glad that I feel good this morning. Had breakfast with my wife this morning, and just him telling you, man, ain't nothing better than a really, really good woman. If that's what you're into. I know some of y'all ain't really into women, but I'm jabbing you. But for us that are, you know what I mean, ain't nothing better, bro. Trust me, ain't nothing better, man, than just a lovely lady with you, man. And I am very fortunate that I have one in the house with me every day. Powerhouse Watson in the building said, "Do your thing, man. This your show anyway. Run it how you see it." Oh, you talking about me? Oh, for sure, bro. Oh yeah. I just got to be a little bit soft in my voice today, man. You know what I mean? That fight hype video last night, Boston? What you talking about, man? Oh no, it's not. It's just I just feel a little bit in the back of my throat, man. Just a little bit back, just a little bit, man. Um, uh, that fight hype video last night. What fight hype video last night? Are you talking about with Gary Russell Jr. Trying to slap Chris Colbert, punking Chris Colbert? You talking about that one? Man, that was hilarious. If you talking about that was hilarious, bro. Timmy said, "Yes, sir. Got to get great woman too. Yes, sir. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. No joke." Oh yeah. Gary's about to slap Chris Colbert. Yeah, he's like, "Hey, look, man, I got slapped right now, though. You want to you out here?" He said that hype video was just hype. Oh man, it's fun, man. Nah, I mean, dude. Hey, look, Chris Colbert, I like to see it in him, though. I can't lie, man. Gary, stay away from that. Stay talking that cash money. Hey, man, he started it with him, man. Because those guys are supposed to fight, man. Those guys are supposed to fight, and he still wants that fight with Gary. I say they both coming off a loft. Make it happen, man. That's what's up. I ain't got no problem, bro. He said, I say he healthy enough to slap him. Yeah, he is. He said, I'm happy because dog, he got hot, man. It's like you grandstanding on me, man. Like you're grandstanding on me, man. I just had my surgery, bro. I'm not about to fight you right now. I'm gonna wait for my stuff to get good, you know? Man. I gotta tell you, bro. I listened to the biggest speech of the day, though. The biggest talk that took place during the day was Stephen Espinoza. I'm telling you, man, I like Stephen Espinoza because Stephen Espinoza will tell you what's up. You just really got to listen and be able to understand what it is that he's saying because he's an executive. And throughout my professional career, I've dealt with a lot of executives. I know what they're doing, I know what they're saying, I know what they mean, and I know that you can take one scenario and apply it to a different scenario. Bro, let me tell you, man, it ain't good. I hope this fight with Errol and Terence gets made, but bro, it ain't. Hey, pause. Yeah, there goes e-boxing. Pause. Exactly. Pause. 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 Give me advanced pauses, bro. Hey, Stone alone in the building. Thank you, brother, for that support. He said, top of the morning for Nan and the chat. It's Friday and a great day for boxing talk. Pay those guys and get the fight done, bro. There, let me tell you something, man. I'm telling you, man. Like I said, if it was me, that fight wouldn't get made. Is big a boxing. And I mean this. If it was me running that business, from what I understand of it, that fight wouldn't get made. Much love in that super chat, bro. Much love in that super chat, bro. And I so much appreciate your support, man. No joke, bro. No joke. Boxing's been very, very dry, Stone alone. And the fact that you come in here every morning, man, and support the chat, it means a ton. Thank you, man. There's a lot of phony people out there, brother. You ain't one of them. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that support, bro. Believe you me. And I need to get you to send me an email so I can get you a cup. Because some cats of the regular supporters, we're gonna get this merch and you're gonna get the merch for free. I get it, I'm gonna give it to you at less than cost. I'll even pay for the shipping, bro. I really appreciate you coming to the channel that much, man. You know what I mean? But see, like I said, man. Oh, oddly gifted Bully Kennels. Thank you, brother. He said, good morning, Fanon. Enjoying this water early morning. Here's to catching the big fish. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you, oddly gifted Bully Kennels. Thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That means a lot, man. Again, like I said, man, very dry time in boxing, brother. So you guys support and keep this chat going on like this, man. It means a lot. So we can still be here when the big fights do happen, and we really chopping it up about stuff that we really want to talk about that is new and fresh. You know what I mean? New and fresh, bro. It means a lot. Oddly gifted. So thank you so much for your support, oddly gifted. He said, good morning, Fanon. Okay, I'm sorry, I did get that. Enjoying this water early morning. Here's to catching the big fish. Yes, sir. Catch that big fish. 000 said, I'm sorry, I gotta keep watching my tone. How much is it to become a member, OG? I think it's like $5. I can't remember what it was, man. But go ahead and go just check it. Just hit the member thing, bro. You know what I mean? Super chats are just as important as the memberships, though. Cash apps work too, bro. No joke, man. I really do appreciate though. I appreciate the memberships, bro. So let me tell you, man. What's going on? Hey, man, Chillville. I still gotta keep my voice low. What is good, Noob? My man, one of my favorite Terence Crwford fans, man. One of my favorite Terence Crwford fans. Then I'm happy that y'all Terence Crwford fans is coming over here, bro. Cadillac 634 said Pernell versus Floyd. Man, come on, man. I'm gonna take Pernell in that, man. Give me Pernell Whitaker. Floyd ain't gonna hit that, man. Give me Pernell Whitaker over Floyd. Oddly gifted Bully Kennels. Thank you for the membership, brother. Thank you, man. That means a lot, man. You guys with them little dollar signs next to that's huge. Thank you, brother, for that support, bro. Thank you for that support, bro. Huge time, bro. Huge time. And like I got to give you guys a little bit longer on these cash apps, bro. Let them stay up there a little longer for your support, bro. Yeah, I'll take Pernell. But that's Pernell. I'm taking Pernell out of respect. Number one, he's passed away. Number two, he's just like that. And I don't think Floyd's ever been anywhere near anybody like him in the actual ring. Floyd beating him in sparring doesn't mean too much for me because really Floyd is a generation, before him. But Floyd is like that too, man. You know what I'm saying? Floyd is really like that, man. No joke, bro. You got to remember that. Say MMA say you got to remember that for not. Oh no, I know Floyd had a lot of power at 135. Yeah, absolutely. But your power don't do nothing if it don't land. Power doesn't mean anything against Pernell. It's not gonna land. What difference does it make, man? I mean, Pernell Whitaker is much better defensively than Floyd Mayweather. Like, Floyd is a great defensive fighter, but I'm gonna tell you, bro, he ain't no day do it. I don't believe cats landing clean on Pernell. Like, he's gonna be swinging for the fences, brother. You know what I mean? Against Pernell, bro. That's my thing. But look, I just got a lot of love for Pernell. I know that Floyd could probably win the fight. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, man. I know Floyd could probably win that fight. I'm riding with Pernell out of respect. RIP to the great. You know what I mean? Chillville in the building, brother. Much love. Yo, what's going on? Fi New in the building, man. And shout out to all the noobs, man. Shout out to all the noobs in the building, man. Y'all come through. Appreciate that, man. I gotta tell you, man, the noobs is a blessing, man. Thank you, Fi. Cats didn't understand when I was trying to teach these dudes what the noops and the AQs and the alphas were compared to like the, what these dudes were doing like in the street gang stuff, bro. These cats did not understand that, man. But y'all, I'm trying to tell you, y'all the better alternative, brother. You the better alternative. You want to get together in a group of cats and have all that brotherhood and bond, go to college and grab and join the noops. You know what I mean? Join the Qs, join the alphas, all of that good stuff. Just don't try to, if you're a dude, just don't try to join the AKAs. All right. Don't try to join the AKAs and the Deltas. All right. And don't bring dresses to Noops meetings. But that's just me with old school, me being real old school as far as all of that goes. But yeah, man, the Noops, that's what's up. The Qs, the Alphas, all y'all, man. Yeah, y'all, that's fraternity, that's brotherhood, bro. That's what's up. Said many have tried. You know that, dog. You know that. But them women about them business, that's something else these people don't know. You marry yourself a Delta in an AKA. That's who you marry. You want to know who to marry? Marry a Delta in an AKA. Find them some Zetas. If you like them big girls, get you a Delta. I mean, not a Delta. If you like them big girls, get you a Zeta. They got some nice Zetas in the world. They people all listen to Kevin Samuel with all of that, man. I'm like, man, when are you gonna tell them just go find a Delta? You know what I'm saying? When are you gonna tell them just find a Delta, find an AKA, start there? You know what I mean? If y'all want some responsible, reasonable women that are going to be acting like they got sense, but at the same time, dude, when you down and out, dog, got something to pick you up, get one of them, man. Stick with that, bro. Anyway, man, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, bro. Said now these dudes in here lost their girlfriends in Charlotte this past week at the Q thing. Hey, man, them Qs, dog. I'm trying to tell you, them Qs, all right, dog. I mess with them. Marquis said my old lady's an AKA. I'm telling you, dog. Man, I be listening, man. That's who you go get. All you young boxers with money. You guys need to leave them little half stripper looking chicks alone, man. You need to go to your local college and go find you an AKA, go find you a Delta. Trust me, they look just as good. And if something goes wrong with your life, bro, they're going to be the ones to pick you up. All right? Because they got their own thing going on. Hey, said, why you do the Zetas like that? I'm just kidding, man. You know I'm messing with them Zetas. I love them Zetas too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, dog, I'm just trying. My wifey has a master's. I married up. Yeah, man. That's what you do. You know what I'm saying? That's where all the women in college, man, y'all bugging out there, dude. I'll be seeing y'all young boxers, man. I'm telling you, man. I know y'all families may not come from college, bro, but go there for the chicks, man. I'm telling you. Just go there for them. They're the ones that got their heads screwed on tight. But anyway, man, let me move on, man. I ain't giving y'all that advantage. The nerdy dude's gonna have the wives for 30 years, bro. Okay? Then let the nerdy ones the dudes you think are nerds that's all right. We'll take them. Trust me, bro. They look just as good too. When it matters, they look just as good and better. A whole lot of them look better. Anyway, let's get to this. I want to explain Steven Espinoza, man. I got a video coming up about it. He said them Zetas do be big though. Oh yeah, man. You know dude, birds of a feather flock together. But let me tell you something. Ain't nothing wrong with a big girl. Ain't nothing wrong with a big girl. Ain't nothing wrong with a skinny one. So anyway, I like the Zetas, man. Zetas cool as shit. Just like I like the Sigmas. Dude, Sigmas cool as hell. Like I will always kick it with the Sigmas. I kick it with when I was in college, I would kick it with the Sigmas. Those are some good dudes, man. Q's kind of weird to me. However, but Q's be on their business. Those guys typically are very, very intelligent. At least that was my experience. Very, very smart guys, you know, kind of come out their shell a little bit when they put their colors on or whatever, but very, very smart guys, man. Same thing with the alphas. He said he confirmed the fight is still being worked on. ONB, what are you talking about, bro? You talking about Steven Espinoza? Let me tell you, man. I'm telling you what this dude said, bro. Deltas are fine. AK is usually smarter though. I would flip that. I don't know where you go to school. I would flip that. Said my wife is going to kick my ass because she a big Zeta. Hey, bro, hey, dog, them Zetas are all right now. Don't be hating on them Zetas, bro. Don't be hating on them Zetas. Don't hate on any of them. I'm telling you, young boys, though, y'all don't know, man. That's where you go. I'm telling you. That's where you go. However, let's get back to this. Yeah, man, he talked about the concept of cannibalizing. He talked about the concept. He didn't talk about it directly, but through implication. He mentioned two different fan bases for Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis, and that's why that means it has a potential to be exponentially bigger than what you may be able to predict when you look at what they've done in the past. So by implication, he's saying that factor is not there when you have fans that have the same boxers that have the same fan base. Steven Esposito said he is still very, very confident it could be made before the end of the year. Yeah, he's very, very confident that it could be made before the end of the year. That is not committal. That's still non-committal. When I'm telling you, I think the reason why he's not willing to just get that money out there is because of that fan base thing. But hopefully, man. Hey, what did it say? Espinoza O2 Boxing. OZ Boxing 22 said Espinoza gives me hope. Usyk and Joshua not being on the zone was news. Usyk and Joshua is not on the zone. What's it going to be on? What's it going to be on in the United States? You're going to be on ESPN? How's that? How are we going to see? Where are we going to see that fight if it's not going to be on the zone? What's it going to be on? OZ Boxing? I didn't hear that. I just assumed that fight was going to be on the zone. I'm not paying a whole lot of attention to it until it's time for that fight to happen. Sky, yeah, but in the United States, what's it going to be on? We don't get Sky here. So, yeah, what's going on, Cal L. Coolit, another big supporter in the channel, man, channel member, a man, Cal Coolit in the building. So what is that, man? Steven Espinoza said they haven't started talking about fighting on Showtime yet. This fight is not happening this year. Wow. Carl Dickens says Steven Espinoza said they haven't started talking about fighting on Showtime yet. This fight is not happening this year. That is definitely a bad sign. Carl Dickerson in the building. Man, look, dude, there is no way. Dude, there is no way. Dog, they're not even, if they've not started talking about the fight happening on Showtime, dude, who's going to put the money up? That's the only network that what are they going to try to put it on, Fox? Oh, maybe they're trying to put it on Fox. Maybe Fox is, man, wow. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I think that is, I don't know. That's not a good sign, man. I agree with Carl Dickerson on that. That's not a good sign, bro. Not a good sign at all. Priest Dudley said, where can Crwford go if he can't go back to Top Rank? The Zone said they don't want him. If he spurns the Spence fight, does he really think he has options? Look, man, somebody's going to, well, his options are this. He can chill because he's rich. Priest Dudley. He can chill because he's rich. But as far as like where and who is going to want to pay him a lot of money to fight, no, he doesn't have a lot of options. He really doesn't. All the options dude, everybody that is really anything in that weight division is at PBC. And everybody at the weight class above at 154 that is of any real significance is with the PBC. So no, man, but at the same time, what he does have is a $6 million check that he got last year. You know what I mean? and a $5 million check that he got the year before that. And the fact that he's sitting in Omaha, Nebraska, and he doesn't spend a lot of money. There's nothing I've ever seen out of him that tells me this guy spends any money. Like, and I mean it. Like, he don't spend a lot of money. He doesn't have I don't see him with $1 million worth of jewelry on. That's something I'm going to tell you I love about Terence Crwford. Terence Crwford does not wear $1 million worth of jewelry. You may see him with a little chain on, something like that. You don't see him with ridiculously expensive clothes on. You see him with some nice clothes. He's a very good dresser, man. Very, very, underspoken dresser. He's not shiny. He's got his wife doesn't look like she is going to cost him $1 zillion a year. He looks like he's with his kids all the time, right? I suspect that he lives in a reasonable house, in Omaha, Nebraska. That is a big weapon. That's a big weapon, man. Not living in LA with a bunch of mansions, flying on private jets. I've never even seen this dude take a picture with a private jet. I mean, no joke, man. Terence Crwford seems like he got his head, as far as his money goes, it seems like he's got his head square on. And that does allow you, similar to Andre Ward. Well, Andre Ward walked away from the game, man. They're like, oh, you're going to come back. Somebody's going to offer you a ton of money, and Andre Ward never came back. Because Andre Ward, more than likely, Andre Ward was like, look, dude, look, man, I got my money in the bank. I live the rest of my life off this. Not everybody falls for that silliness, man. Not everybody falls for that silliness, bro. Mass Arms in the building. Oh, my man Carl Dixon, he said it on Fight Hype last night. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I'll listen to the rest of them. If they're not even into that discussion yet, bro, that's definitely not a good sign, man. Much love in that super chat, brother. Huge. Thank you, bro. And my man, Joshua Furlong said, I hate that Ryan and Oscar cap for cameras. Javante Tank Davis is a gorilla. Look, man, they are just lying, bro. Okay. They're just lying. Is what Oscar De La Hoya is doing. Oscar, ever been in Nebraska for 9? Yeah, absolutely. I've been in Nebraska. I've been to Omaha. I've been to Omaha, Nebraska a lot of times. Marquis, yeah. Yeah, man. But Joshua Furlong, Ryan, that stuff that Ryan's talking about or Oscar De La Hoya is talking about, man, they're lying, man. I mean, Oscar De La Hoya is just lying. And that's why I'm saying, man, these dudes be leaking these sources with people's pay-per-views, saying the man did under 100. He's never done over 100,000 pay-per-views. Come on, man, stop lying. Acting like you think there's going to be some what do you call it? Some joint venture going on between the Zone and Showtime, man. Stop it. Why would they do that, bro? Now, listening to Steven Espinoza, it was really interesting what he said about why it wouldn't work, why he didn't want to do it, and how much work it is, and how you have to agree on all these little itty bitty minute type of things, and you have to have joint agreement on everything you do. Yeah, that could be a very, very frustrating situation, man. So, but yeah, man, he's just trying to keep, dude. He's selling his business for $1 billion, is what he said. He's got what did he say he has? He has like 10-figure offers up for Golden Boy. Look, man, if you got anything, if you're trying to sell Golden Boy, you're not going to get Ryan Garcia beat. You're not going to get Jaime Munguia beat, and you're not going to get Virgil Ortiz beat. You're going to have those guys and build them up and match make them so that if anybody actually wants to buy your stable, that you have a stable to sell. You know what I mean? That's what that is. A Mass Arms in the building said Bob is laughing right now. Like, I told you so. Hey, man, Bob said he didn't want that fight, man. He said that he knew that fight couldn't get made beforehand, bro. Crazy, man. I want to say something somebody said. Hold on. Before I get to my man, Rivieres, somebody said something. Who was it, man? I'm missing this. Oh, I'm missing it, man. It was a good comment, man. Hopefully I'll see it again. Hey, much love in that super chat to my man, Rivieres Johnson. What's going on, bro? He said, good morning, Fanan. What do you think about tweener weight class guys like 140s calling out smaller guys at 135? What do you mean? Like, I mean, I'm not a particular big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of it. But if the guy at 140 wants to go down to 135 and wants to campaign at 135, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, it's like I said, it's 5 pounds. I don't even think there's a reason for that weight class on the real. Either these guys at 135 move up to Stay at 135 or move to 147. I think that would be really good for boxing if there were fewer weight classes, because there would be, but you would also see, a lot of guys really being disciplined about their weight and staying down, or even like that 168 stuff. Like David Benavidez have to go straight to 175, or you got to stay at 160. David Benavidez probably already be at 175. It means at the high level of boxing, we probably be getting better fights sooner if they did that. But I mean, I'm never, quite honestly, Mr. Johnson, I'm never a big fan of somebody in a weight class above calling out a guy in a lower weight class, unless, say that lower weight class guy is really talking a lot of smack, or if you need it to make a lot of money, man, I'm sure, but it typically doesn't happen a lot. But if you're talking about, like, I don't know who you're talking about specifically, bro, but it is what it is, man. Hey, Rise Podcast in the building. What's going on, Rise? How you feeling, man? Out there growing and shining. Out there shining, bro. Hey, shut up and laugh. You said 135 to 140. Is it that big a deal? Just asking. I don't know. I mean, I would suspect that a 140 pounder would tell you yes. But because it's really, those guys are 147 pounders that are coming down a little bit, But I mean, any guy, any amount of weight, any bigger amount of weight, I think can mean something. Joshua Furlong, you funny, bro. I'm not mentioning that, bro. You trying to get me in trouble today. I'm tired of being in trouble with people, bro, over that topic, bro. You know what I mean? Somebody asked a really good question though, man, and I am so mad that I forgot it, man. I hate it because it was so good, man. It was so good. I'm gonna go back to his last super chat, and it was somewhere around Dudley Price, bro. It was somewhere around Dudley Price. Yeah, of course he's still going to the Hall of Fame. Hayes Dollars, yeah, he's going to the Hall of Fame, no doubt, bro. Oh no, simple trucking LLC. Wilson said, "Can Errol and Crwford fight go to purse bid?" No, because it's not mandated by a sanctioning body. In order to go to a purse bid, it's got to be mandated. It has to be mandated by a they it has not mandated. They have not mandated. They can't mandate the fight because in order to mandate it has to be ordered by a sanctioning body. So the people where you have purse bids are where, like, the WBC's champion is fighting, the number one contender, and they can't come up with an agreement, right? They said that when they can't come up with an agreement, they say, okay, you've got 20 days to get this done, or we're going to order a purse bid, and any promoter can work with you to make this fight, and then they're going to set aside have a predetermined purse split based on what is bid. And so, no, man, there would not be that. There would not be a purse bid in that situation. Rocco McBride said Espinoza didn't say that. He said they hadn't spoke about Crwford becoming a Showtime fighter yet. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Because I haven't listened to everything Steven Espinoza said yesterday, but I'm going to tell you right now, bro. Oh, yeah, Marquis said that. Yeah, Marquis, this is what, have you ever been in Nebraska? Yeah, absolutely, I've been in Nebraska. And it is almost impossible to live big there. Like, Warren Buffett lives in Nebraska, and he has a reasonable size house. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't get that expensive, man, in Omaha, Nebraska. It's nothing. First of all, the cost of living in Nebraska all around is not that big. But no, Nebraska is like a small Kansas City. It's like a small Kansas City. Yeah. But yeah, I've been in Nebraska a lot of times, man. I've been to their gym before they opened their gym. I walked around their gym before they actually put the floor down on B&B Boxing Gym. That's probably the last time I was in Nebraska. So it's been some years, but we got family there. I got family in Nebraska. Well, my wife, let me rephrase that. My Rise Podcast, any advice or tips for growing the channel and battling the algorithm? Yeah, man, but I'm not going to give it out over here, bro. We have to talk about it. But yeah, man, absolutely I do. It doesn't work like people think it works. Let me put it that way. It doesn't work like people think it works. You know what I mean? But yeah, absolutely I do. Scott Curry said, it's late in August and training early morning. Just want to show some support for your awesome channel for now. Thank you, Scott Curry. Appreciate that, man. Hey, and my man Ronald Johnson in that super chat, bro. Much love, man. Thank you for that support, bro. William Collins said, the cost of living dang sure high in Texas. Yeah, it is. It wasn't that high in Austin when I got here, and it went up. But it's going down now. I mean, it's going down. The property prices are falling like a mug, man. You guys, dude, we're about to have a housing crash, man. There's about to be a whole bunch of people just paid a lot of money for them houses, paid a lot of money for houses. Oh, Jeff Campbell said, don't forget the Cash App. Thank you, brother. Man, I definitely will not, brother. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for all your support, bro. And especially today with me not being able to yell out very, very loud. Okay, cool. I got you, bro. I think I did. I got Chillville in the Cash App. Thank you, brother. Chillville dropped that big 10 in that Cash App. Thank you, bro. It means a lot. Thank you. Aldrin said, Crwford ain't afraid of no Spence. All this fight is about Showtime not giving Crwford the same thing in this contract. Talks, the rematch is a problem in a fight not guaranteed part of it at all. Hey, well, that'd be interesting. Somebody should leak that. Somebody in Terence Crawford's camp should leak that. Let people know what the deal is, man, because your man is getting run. I'm telling you. Yeah, housing prices in Austin, Texas just dropped. Like there's a house in my neighborhood that dropped by $30,000. It dropped because I'm waiting to buy. Like I right now, I don't own the house I live in because the prices were going up. And I'm like, man, nah, man, I've been around this too many times, bro. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not buying a house until we're in the middle of a crash. We're in the middle of a crash. My credit is good. And I got some cash to put on it, then I'll buy. Because that means when the price and all that stuff goes back up, which it will do eventually, then I get more, then I grow equity in the house, then I'll sell. Right now, it's definitely a seller's market, and I'm not buying in a seller's market. Never again. I've done that before. I'm never doing that again. Scott Curry says, sorry, was meant to be a super chat before. Hit the likes, people. Oh, Scott Curry, thank you, bro. Much love in that super chat, bro. Yeah. But yeah, Michael Lords, a house around by me, like this house when I got here, it was like, dude, I could buy this house probably for, just say, I'm going to throw a number off, right? Just say I could have bought this house for $300,000 when I got here. It was closer to $600,000 after a couple years. And now the value of like houses over the last month has dropped by $30,000. Because people are not buying because of inflation and the price of gas. It's just boom. And Trump and those guys were doing a lot to keep the interest rates low, and it's not going to stay that way anymore. Its cost of money is going way up. Ronald Johnson in the building said, Ronald Johnson became YouTube member. Thank you, brother. I mean that. Thank you, bro. Thank you for supporting the channel, brother. Thank you for supporting the channel. It means a lot. And Mr. Curry, thank you, bro. That means a ton. That means a ton. Let me slide down because I see my man here. My man Matty Yo said, how are you, Fanon, in the chat? Oh, I'm good, man. I'm trying to learn to speak a little bit lower, bro, because my voice is strained because I'll be yelling like for 2.5 hours every day with y'all talking this boxing, man. So my voice is a little strained. So I'm just trying to just keep my voice down a little bit, not stress it as much. But I'm good, brother, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that support and that super chat, bro. Thank you, man. It means a lot, man. No joke. He said cost of living not going down in Georgetown, Guyana, in South America, though. Oh, RNA is going up. Hey, look, man. The cost of living is going up because of inflation. Don't get me wrong. I'm talking about the housing prices. I'm talking about the housing price. Cost of living is going up everywhere. Because of inflation. That's what that does. You can't order a meal for your family for less than $100. It's ridiculous. Jeff Campbell said, this is a Gary and this is for the Gary and Danny KO this Saturday. Much love to the whole chat. Y'all funny. Hey, thanks, Jeff Campbell. Much love in that super chat, bro. Thank you. Thank you, bro. He said that's those interest rates. Yeah, it's those interest rates. That money got real expensive. But people have been predicting that for a long time, man. Anyway, Simple Trucking LLC became a member. Thank you, brother. Thank you for becoming a member, man. I appreciate that, boy. Thank you, man. Thanks for joining the channel. Anyway, let's get back to this. Let's get back to this boxing. Yeah, of course. He mowed along today. Alden Johnson said a report was told about Spence asked for 20 million, Bud 15 in this fight, and that wasn't a problem. All is more like Spence has a rematch on the contract. Bud saw that and countered by wanting the same. I doubt very much that Spence asked for $20 million for this fight, Alden Johnson. I doubt it very much. And Bud 15, I doubt that. I don't know. I doubt that he did. I wouldn't doubt that Bud asked for 20. But I'd never heard about Errol asking for 20. Asking for a 20 million guarantee and Bud $15 million guarantee. You would think that it would be worth it though, bro. Simple, man, I don't want to keep hey, Maurice Owens, I'm gonna ask a question, but I'm gonna get back on boxing. So when is a good time to buy a house? When the interest rates, when the housing market is low, right? Where and your interest rates are low, which really doesn't happen a lot. But the best time is when in the middle of a dip, the best time to buy is in the middle of a recession. If you have the money, the best time to buy a home is during a recession because the prices of the houses are way far down. And if you have good credit, then your interest rates are going to be lower because you have good credit. May not be as low as you want it to be. You know what I mean? But still, it's better than having to bid against 300 people to get a house and them jacking the price of the house all the way up. Anyway, hey, my man, thank you so much for that support, bro, and that super chat, brother. Kenneth McCautry, I'm sorry, man, I said your name, bro. Kino 5350 said, I appreciate your channel. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. Man, that support, I'm telling you, man, Kenneth, that means a lot, man. It means a lot to support the channel. Thank you very much. We do not take it for granted around here, man. Thank you. Hold on one second. Y'all are funny, man. Hold on, man. Hold on. He watching, bro. That's what's up. Yeah, he's watching. Nah, bro. 8 o'clock in the morning, we arguing about this fight, Errol. I'm trying to tell you. We arguing about this fight at 8 o'clock in the morning, dog. I already brushed my teeth. That's what's up, bro. That's hilarious, bro. And he said, and brush your teeth. Y'all funny, bro. That's hilarious, man. That's what's up, bro. Hey, Fanon, break down the do's and don'ts in the Garcia Benavidez fight. Yeah, no worries, man. Do not get hit. Do not get hit with that. No. Here's my advice for Jose Benavidez, bro. Don't get hit with that no left hook, bro. Do not get hit with that no look left hook, bro. Don't get hit. Watch out, dog, because he's going to try to hit you with that. That's what I would say. But honestly, man, I just don't think Jose Benavidez is the level of fighter that Danny Garcia is. As far as anybody else, as far as my man Gary Antoine Russell, just win the fight, bro. Just win the fight, outscore him, win the fight, bro. That's funny, man. Say brush y'all teeth, man. If you got some kids, go have breakfast with you. Nah, bro. Sorry, brother. We talk boxing every because I mean, who else you watching at 8 o'clock in the morning? You may be watching the Boxing Voice, though. Let me see if you're watching the Boxing Voice. You know how that goes. You may be watching the Boxing Voice. You may be over there with the Nah, bro, he's watching this show because I'm 8 o'clock in the morning and he ain't talking about, nah, Errol, we talking about this fight, bump all that. We old boxing fans, bro. We talk about every boxing match all the time, bro. When you was a little kid walking around, bro, we was out here talking about boxing, man. And it's a blessing to you, brother. It's a blessing to you, brother. Trust me. Better us talk about you at 8 o'clock in the morning than nobody talk about you. You could be Kurt Colbert. You know what I'm saying? You could be Chris Colbert, and we could be talking about the fact that Gary Russell Jr. trying to smack you in the face. Rivieras Johnson said, that's what I'm getting at. Definitely less weight classes, better fighters. Yeah, absolutely. Like Antoine Russell, but every guy he called out at the presser was 135 pound. No, that's not what he said. Hold on, man. Much love in that super chat, bro. Nah, because I think what he said is he could go down to 135. But nah, man, I think what he said, what I heard him say was, yeah, that's funny, man. That tweet ain't nothing, but that I'm the only 8 o'clock show that's talking about it right now. It's only 2 8 a.m. shows y'all watching. You either gonna watch me or you gonna watch the Boxing Voice. So, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you with the, the subtle wink. But dog, don't tell me to brush my teeth, dog, man. My teeth stay clean, bro. Breath stays fresh, brother. Breath stays fresh. What'd he say? He talking about Twitter? Nah, he ain't talking about Twitter, bro. He talking about y'all up arguing at 8 o'clock in the morning. Twitter shit happens all day, bro. Nah, dog. I know what he talking about. Nah, dog. Nah, dog. Trust me, I know his team watches the show. Come on, man. I do know that, bro. Trust me. I know. Anyway, Yami Flex in the building said, where do you think Ryan is amongst the 135, 140s? I think he may be like the number 5 guy, something like that, like number 5, something like that. So he talking about Twitter. Nah, he ain't talking about Twitter. He said literally, y'all up at 8 o'clock in the morning arguing. I appreciate the passion about the fight, but go have some breakfast with your kids. Nah, dog. Tell us if the fight's going to be made, bro. Boxing Voice is a good show. I usually check at their show after this one. Yeah, Boxing Voice is a good show. Yeah, it's a lot of good shows, man. But what do I think, man? I think that I think Ryan. Excuse me, man. I got my lawn service in front of my house with a blower right now. Just like I don't know, y'all probably can't hear it, but it's all in my ear. But maybe he is talking about Twitter. That's nice. What is what? Hold on, man. Oh, that's what you said. I'm sorry. I was trying to remember the question, and it's right there in front of me. I would say Ryan is probably like, if I ranked him, I'll say Gervonta, Tank, in no particular order. Gervonta, Tank, Lomachenko, Frank Martin, Keyshawn Davis. I would put all those guys. I think all those guys, not Keyshawn Davis, excuse me. I think he's a little early for that. But I would say I think all those guys beat Ryan Garcia. I would put him right above Rolly. Honestly, I put him right above Rolly. I think he's a better fighter than Rolly, right? But if he fights, but right now he's at 140. So if you're talking about, hold on one second. I can't even yell, dog. God dang it, these dogs. I was about to yell, and I'm like, man, I'm trying to really not do that. But no, man, I think Ryan's a good prospect. I just think it's early in his career and he's getting a lot of hype because he does have very fast hands. He's a good counter. He's a deceptively good counter puncher. And he can definitely, got power. He's got very good speed. Right. And I think maybe the longer he spends with Joe Goosen, maybe the better he'll get with a little bit more defensive responsibility. But I don't think that, I just don't think that they're very serious at all about. I just don't think they're very serious at all about the about that fight with Gervonta Davis, and I don't think he's going back down to 140. I don't think he's going to go back, man. What's going on? Hey, Tsunami F in the building. What's going on, bro? How you feeling, man? Ty said, "Calm down for now." Me, what I do? I'm not amped up at all, bro. Trust me, bro. I'm not amped at all, man. I feel real good. I'm about to throw these dogs out this. I can't even yell at my dogs, bro. Ty, I'm really pissed off because I can't yell at my dogs. Usually I turn around and just get them to stop, but if I raise my voice, man, I'm gonna shoot my voice. My man Rivieras Johnson, what's going on, bro? Appreciate that support, bro. He said, okay, I admit I'm biased against the 145 division because 147 is my favorite. And I want to see guys like Josh Taylor, Regis Prograis, Jose Ramirez, Anton Russell fight the best at welterweight. Yeah, I agree, man. I definitely agree, bro. I mean, I would love to see all of those weight classes go away. No joke. I would love to see all those weight classes go away, man. He said, okay, Team Spence. Oh, look, man. Look, dog. I don't know, man. If you tell me at 8 o'clock in the morning and I look at, and at 8 o'clock in the morning, we got 3,000-4,000 people. Well, we're already going to have like 6,000-7,000 people, 8,000 people watch this. I just have to believe that it's something to do with this. And I know their team knows the channel. We do videos about them all the time, bro. Sometimes they're happy. Sometimes they're not happy. I'm a huge fan of Errol Spence. You know what I mean? It's all good, bro. But no, man, we're going to talk about this fight, dog. Like, it's just what it is. See, and I mean this. That's why I don't do a lot of interviews. Because we're boxing fans, bro. We get to talk about what we want to talk about, man. We actually pay for the fights. We actually help y'all get them shiny ass chains that y'all wearing around your necks. You know what I mean? We help you. We help y'all buy those nice ass horses and them nice cows. You know, we don't put too much on it. You know what I'm saying? We don't put too much on it. But you know, I might have put $300 down on you. You know what I'm saying? Over the course of several years. You know what I mean? I might have put $300 down. I might have paid enough. You might have got enough out of me to buy, you know, I don't know, some feed for the day, you know, enough to feed your cows for the day. Not much. You know what I mean? I ain't got the right to tell you what to do. But dog, believe it. We're going to talk about this fight. And we're going to talk about you at the Hall of Fame. When you get your ass in the Hall of Fame, too. We right there talking about Errol. Who would beat Errol? All that good stuff, bro. We're your legacy, man. Believe that. And remember that. We're your legacy because we're your fans. And we'll be your fans for a very, very long time, man. No joke. You know what I'm saying? Talk cows, exactly. Talk cows. But yeah, man, I would love to get rid of all of those half of those weight classes. Absolutely, positively, bro. I would love to get rid of half of those weight classes. So that because honestly, I want to get rid of all of the fighters that are not top level fighters. They can go fight at clubs for all I care. And I mean it. Y'all could be sitting at their clubs. I'll go watch you at a club fight. No joke. Right before the fight, the major fight happens. There could be other little small fights in venues where you could go see a fight on Friday night, you know, in Vegas. So I'll watch a fight on Friday night. Like how I saw David Tua fight. I saw David Tua fight in a ballroom ahead of the Roy Jones Jr. Andy Ruiz card, man. You know, right there. I mean, like sitting there, like hardly nobody in there, man. Just doing it like that, man. If we got rid of some of these weight classes, we got rid of some of these championship belts, you may actually be able to do that, where you don't just go to the fight and see just that card. You can show up the Friday before, go check you out a good card, see Frank Martin fighting Ramses Bartholomew, or who's at 135, or for like Shakur, right? Shakur's at one of those tweener weight classes. Benjamin Newsom said, for now, what's your dream fight card? My dream fight card is right now. Yeah, Errol Spence is true, bro. Yeah, man, it is what it is, bro. Who's a bum? Fanon, salute Fanon. 135, 147 is a big jump, though. 12 pounds. Not necessarily, dude. Guys did that all the time. It wasn't a big jump for everybody. If it was a big jump, you jump carefully. But people were doing that for a very long time, man. 135 to 140. A whole bunch of cats went straight from 135 to 147. Manny Pacquiao, I think Manny Pacquiao might have had. Nah, you can get rid of the weight classes too. The weight classes are a problem too. Yeah, there is. Yeah, they are. The weight classes are a problem. The weight classes double the number of champions no matter how many sanctioning bodies you have. Nah, the historical 8 weight classes. People didn't need more than that. For what? These guys are, if you have same-day weigh-ins, all that stuff's going to come out in the wash, man. It's too many champions. I say get rid of half of those weight classes. I know they're not going to do it. You know what I mean? I know that they're not going to do it. Hey, say, yeah, I am flexing. This is the hottest podcast right now, 100. Hey, man, it's a good one, bro. I wouldn't say it's the hottest. Anyway, man, we just chopping it up about this boxing, man. Believe it. We believe it. Just believe it. We talking about this boxing. Because we talking about this boxing. Hey, man, my man. Oh, I got that, man. Thank you, brother, again for that. So I didn't support you on that? I didn't hit you on that. Okay, there you go, bro. My bad. Mr. Keno 5350. Thank you, brother. Sean Clark in the messing it up. OZ the Great says salute for 9. Team Spence in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Whole lot of Team Spence in the building, brother. Thank you for that big 10 and that cash app, bro. It means a lot. Thank you very, very much for your support, bro. But yeah, man, your title is backwards. Spence has nowhere to go. Nah, dog. Spence can do what Spence want to do, bro. Spence got a bunch of fights. Spence got fights he's turning down, homie. No joke. He's got fights he's turning down. Fights I want to see him fight that he just said he ain't gonna have. So now he's got a bunch of fights, bro. He's got that Jerron in his fight if he wants that fight. He's got Keith Thurman if he wants that fight, which he doesn't. I know, so stop nagging at me. But still, I don't care. I want to see him fight him. You know what I'm saying? I like that fight. But he has that fight if he wants it. He can fight anybody he could fight dude. Josh Taylor wanted to move up, he could get that fight. Like, ain't no issues with him in fights. But he wants that Terence Crwford fight, bro. You know what I mean? He can fight Stanley Onsis. He can fight a bunch of people, man. You know, he's got options. The only thing that I'm saying about Bud what's the more difficult thing about Bud if he doesn't get it done is who's going to air the fight, number one. Oh, thank you. KGGG44, GG44. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for your very short time on the channel, bro. Thank you for your very, very short time on this channel. Hey, D. Murphy said, for 9, I've been screaming the same thing for years. Too many weight classes and too many belts. If fights were in clubs, like you were saying, I'd be ballrooms all over. I love this boxing shit. Exactly, bro. Exactly, man. Like if there were fewer weight classes, there would be better fights because better fighters would be fighting. And that's no joke. If you had fewer weight classes, you would have better fights. I don't know though, if you have fewer championships, whether or not you'd have better fights. That I can't tell you because you can put all kind of games around those belts, even when you have fewer belts. It'll be harder to do it. You know what I'm saying? It'd be harder to do it. And you get a whole lot of black fighters fighting each other. Like, let me tell you, if there was only one belt at 135 and there was no 130 and one no 40, you better believe this. You better believe this. We had already had some of these fights we talking about at 135 that we're not getting. We'd already have them because they'd have no choice but to fight. No choice. They'd be like, okay, well, who are you going to fight to be the number one? You got to get to number one. Oh, okay, yeah, man. Well, Vasily Lomachenko is sitting right there at number 2, right? Vasily's at number 1. Gervonta may be number 1. Lomachenko may be number 2. Teofimo Lopez may have been number 3. Lomachenko may be number 4, right? Nakatani number 5. Frank Martin number 6. See, I saw also something too, Team Spence. See how we throw in there the name of your fighter? Hey, man, everybody put a clap in if they know about Frank Martin. Shout out to Frank Martin, bro. I'm going to keep putting his name up there at the top. So Frank Martin may be up in there, you know. Sid Smith said, so for 9, you say get rid of 130, 40, and 35. So you would say get rid of 140. No. Sid, there's an original 8 weight classes. Heavyweight, it was heavyweight, 175, 160, 147, 135, 126, 118, 112. Those are the original weight classes, right? Those are the original weight classes right there. Easy money. If it was for me, I would go to the original weight classes. That's where all the big fights are anyway. All the big fights are at those weight classes. Heavyweight, Necessary, the big weight class, the big weight classes where people are really interested in the fighters. Do they always wind? They dang near always wind up being those weight classes anyway. 135, 147, heavyweight, middleweight. That's all. That's what I say. That's all I would need. I don't need all of that. It definitely don't need them little itty bitty shitty committees. I don't need that little bitty dude stuff. You know what I'm saying? And give them dudes, let them, and you know, all you need is 112 because those 108, 108s and 15s can fight at 112. It's not that big a difference. So if you want 112, you want 118, right? 112, 118, 126, 135, 147, 160, 175, and heavyweight. Right there, bro. That's all I need right there. A Hate It or Love It TV said, I want to see Cruz versus Rowley and Martin versus Colbert. Yeah, that'd be a great fight, man. I like that stuff. You talking about Isaac Cruz versus Rowley? Yeah, that'd be good, man. That'd be interesting. I don't know who wins that fight, man. For some reason, I should obviously just come out the pocket and say Isaac Cruz, but I don't know, man. Who knows, man? That'd be that's weird. Weird fight, man. A really short guy that's a big power puncher and a really awkward dude that is a big power puncher. And Frank Martin versus Colbert. Yeah, I'd like that too. I would definitely like that. But I like Chris Colbert. I like Chris Colbert at 130, man. You know, I mean, I think he may be able to. He seems like he got a little more heart now. Like he gets, because he was, I'm telling you, man, don't be surprised if Chris Colbert comes back strong. And the reason I say that is because, dude, his head wasn't in the game before he lost to that guy. He was always talking about, first of all, he had all that pink crap in his hair, right? He had all that pink crap in his hair. And then after he had all that pink crap in the hair, he was talking about fried chicken restaurants and how he didn't want to fight forever, you know, and how, you don't fight for fun and all of that. But he got his head right after they took that loss. So I wouldn't be surprised if he came back a lot stronger, if that wasn't like a real reality check for him, you know? At least that's what I'm hoping. Chris Tucker in the building said, man, I say make boxing teams, making schedule like other sports, ain't no ducking. Monday night boxing like the NFL. Oh, that'd be what's up. That'd be what's up, bro. But we need a much more savage, Chris Tucker, in order to do that, we need a much more savage society, man. I got to tone down my voice again. You need a much more savage, much more savage. What do you call it? Much more savage society, bro. You know, a much more savage society. Even though I don't know how much more savage we can get, but you know, the idea of people getting punched in the head is just, you know, it's too much for someone. You know, even though you can see all kind of other kind of garbage in the movies and people bodies blowing up and all that, but you know, dang, Jay Grant said, I heard his chicken spot trash too. Man, that ain't right, bro. Come on, man. Hey, Brandon McGowan says, salute to you in the chat. Spence fan, but Team Bud all day, bro. Much love in that super chat, bro. Yes, sir. I don't get that, man. I don't get that. Jay Dixon, I said, Colbert and Russell coming off upset losses. That'll be a good fight. Yeah, they are, bro. Jackson Marinez beats the hell out of Colbert. Jackson Marinez at what's Jackson Marinez, man? He's at 135, isn't he? Yeah, because Jackson Marinez is at 135. Yeah, he may, man. He may. Jackson Marinez is a good fighter, bro. But you know, your boy got him up out of here, bro. Frequent flyer, what's going on, man? Says salute Fanon. Late, but better than ever. Oh yeah, it is what it is. You know what it is. It's all good. I appreciate you coming here, man. I appreciate you chopping up about this boxing with me, man. No joke. I'm still put off by that a little bit, though. Can't lie. Kenyon N. Smith said, good morning, Fanon. What up? Oh, man, I'm chilling, man. I'm having a good day, man. Like I said, man, jumped up because, you know, grown folk get up well before 8 o'clock in the morning and had breakfast with my wife, brushed my teeth. My kids are too old to be, you know, My kids are like, no, dad. My daughter is about to graduate from college, and my son is 16 years old, going on 7. Yeah, well, he's 16 years old, 16 and a half if you do that, right? So they're not interested in doing that with anymore. So I have to get up in the morning and talk about what I love to talk about. Do you have any up and coming fighters in mind, Don C? Yeah, mention them all. You tell the ones to really watch. Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you something that we have to watch, bro. But hold on one second. Now let me get to Alden. He's been on the stream. Exactly. Say yes, sir. I'm usually up at 6:30 a.m. Yeah, man. Cats get up, bro. It's you young people that get up there, get up at 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, man. You old folks be up, bro. Um, up, go to sleep at night, get up in the morning. Because ain't nothing up at night. Ain't nothing good up happening out there at night. But let me read Alden Johnson real quick, and then we'll jump back. Facts, Fanon. I said to someone else, maybe Chris learned from his last fight and does come back strong. I got him in Frank Martin fight. He is good. He has the skills as well. Just have to be focused. Yeah, just be more focused and have a game plan. You know. Oh, Asha said you working for 9. He wasn't talking about you. It's these other folks in here arguing. Oh, okay. And they're arguing about it. Hey, man, don't tell people to leave my chat, bro. Come on, man. Why are you trying to do me like that? But no, I suspect it had to be this channel because, you know, who else? Nobody else talking about it. Everybody else comes on later. And the one guy that does come on is talking about Gervonta and Ryan and how Tank hasn't done 100,000 pay-per-view buys. And that to me is like, man, we all stop hating on Tank, man. I'm so tired of the Tank hate, like the disrespect, and I'm tired of the Terence Crwford disrespect. Both. Y'all Errol Spence Jr. fans be disrespecting Bud. We don't know for sure what's going on, man. Ty said Team Spence. Yes, sir. I understand that. Y'all be disrespecting Bud now. I do got to get on you. I don't be joining in on the Bud, on the serious Bud disrespect. Okay. However, I really should, seeing as Team Bud disrespects me like super heavy. Like, man, I don't get you boxers, bro. I don't get you, man. Like, on the real. That's why I have a hard time. Like, I don't get y'all, man. Some things y'all thought processes to me. Y'all thought processes to me be off like a mug, dog. Like, but I understand if people are hating on you, though, really hating on you, I can understand how it could irritate you. Bring your inner Bud fan out. Yeah, man, dude, let me tell you, I have an outward Bud fan. I'm an outward Bud fan. I can walk and chew bubble gum at the same time, bro. I can walk and chew bubble gum, bro. I can think with both sides of my brain, bro. I can take a sip with my left hand. I can take a sip with my right hand, bro. I am not mentally limited. Okay. Errol Spence Jr. And I say this, hey man, Eric Horn, thank you for joining the channel, bro. Much love, bro. I can think and I can what? Thank you for joining the channel, bro. That means a lot. Thank you, man. And I want to tell you again, everybody that supports this channel today, thank you. You guys are going a long way to giving me a day off to go see my son's game tomorrow. But like I said, I am trying to prepare to get my retirement together because I ain't fortunate enough to have a whole bunch of people getting together hoping to give me a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? For boxers that may be listening out there, look, man, if you sitting there in that bed wondering whether or not you're going to make 10 million or whether or not you're going to make 20 million, or excuse me, whether or not you're going to make 5 million or whether or not you're going to make 10 million or whether you're going to make 15 million, when you Andre Ward and you can say with a straight face, dog, it's going to take a lot more than $10 million to get me out of retirement, brother, you should not have an unhappy day in your life. Well, other than stuff going on with your family, dog, you should never, ever be upset about people talking about you in any way, shape, or form about that boxing. And that is on the real, okay? Because you could be in an entirely different situation. You know what I mean? Wait, what about the Devin Haney disrespect? They be disrespecting him the most. The chat ain't complete without Haney back and forth. Now, let me tell you, wrong. Devin Haney disrespects more black fighters than any other fighter in boxing. Devin Haney is a walking disrespect. Devin Haney fans are a walking disrespect machine. When people are talking about Devin, they're defending other. I never attack Devin Haney. All I ever do is defend the people that y'all attack. Devin Haney fans are the absolute worst with disrespecting fighters, and it's not even. There's not even. It's not even a close second, bro. I got this cup today, the Fanon Boxing Cup. That if you buy, you can get it on the side instead of like I got it here because this was a tester. That's the Fanon boxing card. Cup, not card, cup. And then I'm drinking water here. No, bro. Devin Haney fans disrespect more, but you guys disrespect black fighters worse than Steve Kim. And I mean it. Y'all disrespect any black fighter that's in the same weight class as Tank. In the same weight class as Devin. Because you want Devin to take his place. You want Gervonta, because trust me, you really want Devin to take Gervonta's place. Nah, I'm going to start it, dog. You said, don't start this. Nah, I'm going to start it. I'm going to tell you, y'all disrespectful, man. Y'all be trying to set up people on false charges. Like, y'all out here setting up people on false charges and trying to make the false charges stick. Like, I ain't never in the streets. Don't they call? I ain't from the streets, but I think you call that. I think you call that a snitch. I think you call that trying to setting people up on false charges. I think that means that's an op. Ain't that an op? Hey man, I swole bro said, Fanon, I'm here kicking with you on my birthday, King Team Crwford. Hey bro, much love in that super chat, bro. Much love, hey man, and happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. So nah, dog. Nah. They ain't trying to set up false charges on Team Crwford. Never, ever sets up false charges. False, flat out false. I mean, just construct a false charge on somebody. I haven't seen it. Now, they may be full of some crap and obviously misinterpret what somebody says for their own benefit. But they're not going to just come up with a wholesale fake charge like, oh, you're ducking me. You know what I'm saying? When you have a fight signed already, you know what I'm saying? So please let us not do that, bro. No, you want Tank to be undisputed like Lord Haney. Tell Tank to come out and sell. No, I do not. I could care less. I mean this with all sincerity, Quincy Carter. I could care less about undisputed. I couldn't care less. And let me tell you exactly why I could not care less. Because it doesn't mean anything the very next fight. We have now had multiple people become undisputed. And I want to tell you that we didn't get shit out of it. Let me repeat, because my mama says I can say shit. She always said shit ain't a cuss word. So I'm not cussing. When I tell you, I ain't got nothing out of undisputed. Shit. Terence Crwford won undisputed. And what did we get out of that? Shit. He dropped the box. He dropped all the belts the very next fight. Canelo Alvarez got undisputed. What did we get out of him being undisputed? Shit. He fought in the next weight class the next fight. Josh Taylor became undisputed. What did we get out of it? Shit. No good fights, and he dropped 2 belts. What's next? What did we get from Alexander Usyk in undisputed? Shit. He fought 1 belt. We fought 1 time and moved to heavyweight. Nothing. We have yet to have a significant reign for an undisputed champion yet. No, that's not cap. I could care less. I mean that. It's a nice accomplishment. I'm telling you, I personally could care less. I don't think I want to see good fights. I do. I would rather see Errol Spence fight Terence Crwford for no belts than see Josh Taylor fight Virgil Ortiz for all of them. Frequent flyer, you're back out here making shit up again. When did undisputed become nothing, Fanon? It's the highest accolade. I didn't say it became nothing. I said I could care less. See, here's the thing. I'm a boxing fan, and you asked what I care about. You're asking me what I care about. You didn't ask me what's important to boxers. Hey, thank you. Hey, thank you, ATX Realist. You didn't ask me what's important to boxers. You asked me what is important to me. And I'm telling you, I could care less. I could. It was a novelty for a couple years until I realized, look, dude, they're not doing anything with it. You get it and they get rid of it right away. And then we're going to what? Wait for it to come around again. Now, as far as if you were a boxer, if I was a boxer, yeah, it'd be big to me. Because I want to be the only champion in that division. Right? That's important to me. I can see how that'd be important to a boxer. Some boxers it's important to. Some boxers it's not important to. Canelo, it wasn't important to him at 160. At 160, he didn't go for it at 160. He could have. It wasn't important for him. It wasn't important for him at 154. It's not important to It's not important to Tyson Fury. It's not important to Anthony Joshua. Yeah, it's important to Spence. Absolutely, it's important to Spence. So he's going to go get it. But what's important to me is the fight. I don't want to talk too loud. What's important to me is the fight. You guys got to understand, bro. If you ask me a question, I'm going to give you the answer to the question you ask. So the belts aren't important. Dude, I'm going to tell you what is important to me. What important to me is the fight. It is. That's what's important to me, are the actual fights that I see. If a fight doesn't have a belt, doesn't mean I'm not going to be excited for it. I think that's a con job. They got 4 of them. There's a whole bunch of sanctions. There's a whole bunch of championship fights that I would not get out of my bed to see. So let me ask you a question. How many if the belts are what's important to you, tell me how many 105-pound championship fights you've watched in your life. Tell me. How many 105-pound fights have you watched? Since the belts are what's most important to you. I guarantee you. Oh, Buddy, said Buddy won a birthday shout out, bro. Oh, by the way, I swore, bro, man, put some I'm yelling again. Put some birthday cakes in the middle of the chat, bro. You know what I'm saying? Put some birthday cakes in there and some hand claps for man, I swore, bro. And if somebody else wanted a shout out for their birthday, bro, no worries, man. Let me know, man. Just tell me it's my birthday. I ain't got a problem at all, man. I'll shout you out all day, bro. He said, Haney we're not going to talk too much about these Haney fans, dog. No joke. Haney let troll fans trick him into signing his soul to take to Top Rank, knowing he can't make those big fights, but he caps and says, we want those big fights. Look, man, he probably does want those big fights. He probably does want those big fights. You know what I mean? But the belts are decoration, man. I mean, but if that's what you really want, like, but I don't know anybody that says who their favorite sanction, like, what sanctioning body do you love? You know what I mean? Like, most of you guys can't name all of the presidents of the sanctioning bodies. Right? Mendoza, Peoples, Suleiman, and who's the other guy? You know, there's 4 of them. But look, dude, that's just me, bro. Like Quincy Carter, man. Look, dude, I've beaten you up in so many arguments, bro. All right, how about this? If it's so important to you, how many championship fights have you watched at 118 and 112 and 105 and Bridgerweight? Quincy Carter. Dude, I will, dog, Quincy, you can't touch me. And you know this. I don't understand why you try. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why you try. This is like a bad conversation for you, bro, because you're asking me what's important to me. What's important to me is important to me. That's why I tell you, I'm not the boxing media. I'm not a promoter. I'm not any of that. I'm a boxing fan. And I'm telling you that I spent the vast majority of my time being a boxing fan and did not know what the WBO was. All it was a belt being held up at the end of the thing. That's it. Other than that, bro, I was watching Sugar Ray Leonard. I was watching Tommy Hearns. I was watching Muhammad Ali. Those are the guys I'm watching. I could not tell. It was years and years and years before I knew that when Joe Frazier became the champion, that matter of fact, that he held the NAIA belt, some shit like that, the New York State Athletic Commission belt. That was the belt. It was years before I knew what any of that was. So you think that I don't care that's what is important to me. And I'm telling you right now, that's what's important to you too. And if you act like this, you say you get to talk and Quincy Carter, if you got on a channel with me, it would be worse. Quincy, because then you have to talk. Trust me, dude, you don't want that smoke, bro. You know you don't want it. So don't act like it, bro. I'm here every Saturday morning, bro. You do not want to debate me on these subjects. There's no way you can win. You asked me what's important to me. How in the world can you tell me that if I say I'm not, it doesn't mean anything to me? Undisputed doesn't mean anything to me. It doesn't, because we have I can tell you undisputed champions that I don't think are the best fighters in their division. All right? I don't care. And that's my prerogative. So I don't know how you're going to get around. And now Quincy's a mod. Yeah. I don't know how this gets around, how you can go around and get around what's important to me. And I'm telling you the truth. And it's important to you too. Because you're not calling for undisputed at 105. If it's the belts that drives boxing. Oh, I really just want to know who the champion is. I'm not a fan of boxers. I'm a fan of boxing. Really? Like I said, okay, name me the champions at 110. I mean, at one matter of fact, give me all the actual weight classes. Give me the actual. You actually give. Hey, are you taking off this weekend? More than likely, man. My son's got a basketball tournament. Not the whole weekend. I don't know. I have a hard time doing that because, you know what I mean? Like, I really like connecting with y'all on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? There's some weak ass champions. Somebody likes to stop, bro. It's just what it is, bro. You know full well, okay? You're a fan of Devin Haney, man. Don't act like you do. Don't act like you taking these positions because you ain't a fan of Devin Haney. You're a fan of Devin Haney. That's who you're a fan of. You're a fan of Terence Crwford and Devin Haney. Okay? That's who you want, because you didn't care about 3 belts before Devin Haney got his hands on them. You didn't care about it. You cared about Devin getting a fight. Who's ducking Devin? You weren't talking about, oh, man, I like George Kambosos. He's got 3 belts. No, you're like, he ain't going to fight Devin. He ain't going to fight Devin. He's going to run off and fight somebody else. That's what you cared about. You didn't care about the fact that Teofimo Lopez had 3 belts. All you cared about was him fighting Devin. So if you're not a fan of fighters, you're a fan of the belts, then why were you talking about Devin at all when he didn't have any? You should start being a fan of a fighter once he gets a belt. If what you were saying was true, you know what I'm saying? If what you were saying, if you were being for real, but you're not being for real. You're not being for real. You're hiding your fanship for Devin Haney behind some very, very shaky logic, which is quite easy to dissect, flip on you, and throw back at you. Really, really easy, bro. I will counterpunch. What do you call that? Pull counter? Bro, I'll pull counter you all day, bro, with faulty logic. Anyway, 2620 says, same talk, 26 to 20, same talking points. Fanon, other than Haney, what unified champions are not the best in their division? What, other than Haney, what unified champions are not their business? Maybe Alexander Usyk. Alexander Usyk at heavyweight has 3 belts. Terence Tyson Fury has 1. So that could be an example. Another example is Canelo Alvarez at 168, and where he holds all the belts. And I think David Benavidez is better than him. So Canelo Alvarez at that weight class. It very well may be that welterweight We're waiting on an answer at welterweight. I think the best guy at 147 is Errol Spence, but other people think it's Terence Crwford. It very well may be Jaron Ennis. Josh Taylor was the undisputed champion. He may not be better. He may not be better than, I don't know if he's really better than Regis Prograis. But, but I think he's got a very good argument for it, So there you go. A whole bunch. I'll tell you some ones that weren't, for sure. Teofimo Lopez, because he was the unified champion and he wound up not being the best in that division. That's why he's not unified champion anymore. George Kambosos had all 3 belts, and he wasn't, obviously, because he got beat by Devin Haney. We all knew it when it happened. We all knew it before it happened. Devin Haney may or may not be. I don't know. I'm not saying that he's not. I just don't know. Man, Quincy Carter, your argument sucks, bro. Your argument sucks. I mean, cover your ears, mama. It sucks. It sucks dick, bro. Your argument sucks, bro. It just sucks. Okay? Literally. Because now you're just making stuff up. Boxing is based around belts. No, it is not based around belts. Boxing is based around boxing. Boxing is based around fighters, not belts. Come back home. I never left home. You're just making something up. You care more about who sells. What does who sells have to do with that? When did I bring up who sells more? I never even brought that up. And I'm out of touch? Come on, man. You're just making up insults. Because more people agree with me than you. No, dude, the belts only started making up boxing when your fighter got them. The belt started mattering for you, you hypocrite, when your fighter got them. When he didn't have them, it didn't matter. It was about fighting the best because they were running for Devin. Now you're changing your story once Devin got belts. You're being a hypocrite, bro. I'm doing the same thing. I'm not doing anything different than what you did. I'm saying Gervonta, and matter of fact, I didn't even say anything. I just said what's important to me. Undisputed is not important to me. And it's not. Anyway, though, keep living in your whatever world. Yeah, dude, they're just silly, man. It's just silly conversations, bro. Fire said, I can't speak for everybody. I like to see the best fight the best. In the past, the belts helped make that happen because everybody wanted them. Much love in that super chat, bro. Look, man, I'm gonna again give you what people asked me because I know you guys are not you, Frequent Flyer. I know some of you guys are not very good at really paying attention to what people say. The question was, what do I think? Me. What is my opinion? That's the question. And I gave the answer. It's my opinion. What's important to you is what's important to you. However, I will tell you, I think you're very inconsistent because the belts didn't matter when Lomachenko had it. Everything was about Devin and Devin getting the fight and how those guys were all ducks and they're not the best in the division. You took every bit of credit you could get off of those guys when they had the belts because they would not fight Devin. So those belts did not mean a lot to you until Devin got them. That is very obvious that you didn't care about the belts until your fighter got them. You care about your fighter being champion. You care about your fighter being the top guy and winning an argument about whether or not your guy's the top guy. There is no argument that whether or not Devin Haney is the top guy at 135. It's true. No, dude. You guys were talking about Devin when Devin didn't have any belts. Frequent Flyer. You were talking about Devin being ducked before he had any belts. He was the WBC interim champion. And you were talking about people ducking him when he was the interim champion. So no, he did not have belts because you don't count. Because you don't count. Because you don't count. Devin, you don't count Gervonta Davis' secondary belt. But anyway, I'm done talking about Devin, bro. I'm done doing commercials with you because you're going to make me rip the dude. Okay? You're going to make me not like him. I try my best I try my best to like him. And you guys make it very, very difficult because you're hypocrites. You're hypocrites and you're dishonest. And that's the only way that I can say it. You know full well he's setting up you guys are setting these guys up on false charges of ducks. You know you are. It's been proven over and over again you are. And then you hypocritically claim that there's something wrong with people that don't care about seeing him fight. It's other people's right to think he's boring. What makes Devin any different? What makes Devin any different than Aoki? If people don't want to support Aoki, that's their prerogative. It doesn't mean they hate boxing and they're terrible people. You're a Devin Haney fanboy, bro, and it's just what it is. And I hate calling you a fanboy, but you are, because you have an entirely different standard of behavior when it comes to him. I don't have a different standard of behavior when it comes to other fighters. I am consistent across the board. You are highly inconsistent. Devin Haney held the WBC interim belt, and he was and Ryan Garcia was the mandatory for an interim belt. And you called Lomachenko a duck for not wanting to fight him, and Teofimo Lopez a duck for not wanting to fight him. Devin Haney didn't have any belts, and you were talking the same game. Scott Curry said, much love to you, Fanon, and the regulars who support the chat. Thank you, brother. Without you and the supporters, we wouldn't have this great input. Love combat sports. Thank you, Mr. Curry. Thank you, Scott Curry. It means a lot, bro. Thank you so much, bro, for that support. And I'm so sorry that I missed your super chat on the way in the beginning, bro. Oh, and my man Frequent Flyer said, what did he say? I can't speak for everyone, but I like to see the best fight the best. In the past, the belts helped make that happen because everybody wanted them. We all know who the best is. We ain't tripping, dude. When you talk about the best fighters, you know who the best fighters are by watching them fight. It ain't never been any different. You know who the best fighters are generally because you're a fan of the sport and you know. Fanon, Blacksmith Ross, Fanon, the belts matter because sometimes they help pop with popularity, but if the fighter can transcend the belts like Mayweather and Pacquiao, then that's the end game, which is the money. Look, bro, I understand that, man. I did not say that the belts are irrelevant. That's not something that I said. I got you, my man. I didn't say that they were irrelevant. I don't believe that they are irrelevant. I said undisputed, which is not the belts. It's having all of the belts. And the reason why I'm like not in really, the accomplishment is great if it happens in the correct manner. Like there's nobody down there getting ducked that doesn't get a shot. But when guys get undisputed and they don't defend them, right? Then you won them, but you didn't defend them, right? And then we're right back in the same scenario in a waiting game for the politics and all of that stuff to come back around, bro. Hey, my man Joshua Furlong says, salute Jeff, Buck 50, Quincy, Rise, John Boy, and the chat. Thank you, brother, for that support, bro. And Quincy, I got your stuff, man. But look, man, seriously, dude, I don't want to talk about Devin Haney anymore. I'm done. No joke, bro. I don't even want to talk about him. You make it very unfun to even, dude, you guys have made it damn near impossible to be a fan of the guy. And there I'm being very, very honest. You make it hard to be a fan of his because you make it hard to be a fan of somebody else. I can be a fan of Terence Crwford and Errol Spence. I can, and I am. It's not my way or the highway. It's not my guy's way or the highway. It's not. You know what I mean? I like Errol Spence Jr. a lot as a fighter. I really do. I think everything that I've seen, I'm not some close personal friend of his, right? But everything that I've seen from everybody in that camp I like about that dude. It's pretty much the same thing with Terence Crwford, except for when he says, a drunk ain't shit and gets overly aggressive and all of that stuff. But I generally don't like when people attack other people. At the end of the day, this stuff's got to take place in the ring, and you guys act like Gervonta Davis has done nothing in his career, and that's just not true. You know what I mean? And it's just not true. Not everybody. It's not the boxing is not anyway. It is what it is. Matty O said, "Not worth it. Keep people out of your brain." Hey man, much love in that super chat, bro. Thank you, brother. We'll move on. You know what I'm saying? We'll move on. Trust me. We'll move on. Because I'm telling you, man, this stuff always comes back, bro. This stuff comes back, bro. Hold on, man. Oh, that's Rivieres Johnson. Is that Riviere? Oh, it is. It is. Rivieres Johnson. Much love in that super chat, bro. Thank you. He said, undisputed is watered down because all the belts and the politics behind them. It meant more when there was only 1 or 2 belts per division. That's the truth. Because you had to fight top contenders to get one of them. Now, Errol, I will tell you this. The way that Errol is trying to go and get undisputed, there is something very quality about that. About beating every guy that has the belt one by one to get it. That is something. I mean, the way that he held it, that to me is impressive. The way that Jermell Charlo got it, because pretty much the whole division got cleared out. Before we got undisputed, the whole division got cleared out. In this particular, in the welterweight division, the whole division got cleared out. If they make the fight and they get it done, the whole division got cleared out. Right? That's not the case at lightweight. It's not the case at lightweight. It's not the case at 140 pounds, and it's definitely not the case at 168 pounds. You can't tell me that you think that Canelo Alvarez cleared out that division. Because the best fighter in that division, he didn't fight. He snuck up in there and got his vacant belt and then ran for the hills against a bunch of second-tier fighters. But he made the accomplishment. But that was a very orchestrated accomplishment because he didn't fight the best guy in the division to get there. That's how I see it. So even when I'm looking at like how you have undisputed champions, are you really? Are you really? In the sense that nobody disputes that you're the best in that weight class. If Errol Spence Jr. beats Terence Crwford, nobody's going to dispute that he's the best in that weight class until Jaron Ennis's next fight. At which point in time, people be like, well, Jaron. And on it goes and on it goes. You know what I mean? There's never any end to it. It's not a, it's always contained, it's always moving, it's always changing. Hey, yo, Fanon, who you got? Errol and Jermell? Oh man, I got Errol. I got Errol in that, bro. Bless Mrs. says, so it was Devin Haney's fault that he was being ducked. Let me explain to you, Blessed 365. Okay? Who actually ducked him? Because I do appreciate the super chat. The people that have there's one guy that actually ducked Devin Haney. One. And that is Ryan Garcia. That's it. That's the only guy I know that ducked him. Really ducked him. One. Nobody else did. People keep claiming that everybody ducked him, but I don't see the duck. And I'm saying this because there's a definition for that. Okay? So let me walk through this for you. Lomachenko did not duck Devin Haney. Didn't do it. Unifications trump mandatories. Let me repeat this. Unifications trump mandatories. So, when Lomachenko fought Teofimo Lopez for the IBF belt, he did not duck his mandatory. He unified. Let's ask the question, who was Lomachenko's mandatory? Nobody. The fight was never mandated. The WBC never ordered the fight, ever. But even if they did order it, he still wouldn't have ducked him because he unified. Because unification trumps mandatory. And I've said this to Devin Haney fans for damn near 2 years. And it's really old. Lomachenko fought a unification fight, period. So there's no duck there. 2, one mandatory trumps another mandatory, right? An older mandatory trumps a newer mandatory. Teofimo Lopez was the champion, and he fought George Kambosos because he was ordered to do so by the IBF. George Kambosos was a mandatory. And he was a mandatory for Teofimo Lopez before Teofimo Lopez fought Lomachenko. But what happened? Unifications trump mandatories, so Teofimo Lopez unified. Fought for the WBC title that the WBC told Teofimo Lopez was their real title. That's what the WBC said. It's the WBC titles. They have the right to say what their title is. Being a fan of Devin Haney does not change that. So, Teofimo Lopez unified, right? But then what did he do? He then went back and fought his mandatory. So, he didn't duck Devin Haney. I know there was a lot of talk about fighting and a lot of back and forth and bickering and all of that stuff that took place. But the fact of the matter is that he fought his mandatory in the very next fight. So that's not a duck. A lot of talk, but not a duck. So then let's go to George Kambosos. Did George Kambosos duck Devin Haney? No, he did not. You know why he did not duck him? Because he fought him. In the very next fight after he got the belt, he fought him. Now, there's a lot of talk about whether the fight was going to happen, whether it was not going to happen, you know, who shot John, when, where, how, all in between. But the objective fact is that he fought him in the next fight, so that is not a duck. Let's go on to the next one, Gervonta Davis. Is Gervonta Davis currently ducking Devin Haney? No. You know why? Because Devin Haney already has a fight scheduled in a rematch clause against George Kambosos that he agreed to before the last fight. So that is not a duck. You will never get out of this. And I like you, Blessed 365. But I'm not going to sit up here and say that Lomachenko ducked him when he didn't, that Teofimo Lopez ducked him when he didn't, that George Kambosos ducked him when he didn't, and that Gervonta Davis is ducking him when he's not. Gervonta Davis said he'd take the fight. All you got to do is get rid of that George Kambosos fight. And Devin Haney has not been able to do that. According to reports from Top Rank, he will be fighting. So that is not a duck. And I can't be any more clean and more factual than that. All of the conversations that go on between are like conversations about us. Like, for example, it's between us, boxing fans. And that's why I do not call myself the media. I call myself a boxing fan because that's what I'm doing. I'm shooting the shit about boxing. However, us shooting the shit about boxing does not mean Terence Crwford could not next week take whatever offer is out there, sign the contract, and the fight's on. Because if he does that, all the pop locking and talking we've done doesn't mean much because he took the fight. You can't say he ducked because he took the fight. Errol fought in April. They fight in November. Psh, we did a lot of speculation, and it's fun because that's what boxing fans do. We speculate. That's our job. Okay, Mr. Spence, Mr. Crwford, that's our job. Our job is to speculate about what y'all going to do and then watch the fight and pay you money to do it. That's our job. You know, when you guys walk into the ring and you're sitting out there and you hear all that, you hear all that murmurs and all that stuff, that's people talking shit about boxing. People paid to come in and they want to talk shit about the fight. That's their job, is to talk shit about the fight. That's their job. right? That's what they bring. That's the value we bring. There's no offense to that. It's what we do. We pay for the fight, other than these cheap bastards that steal the fight, but they'll at least watch the fight and talk about it and try to convince more people to buy the fight. That's how it works. But there you go, Blessed 365, because you know you're my homie. But there's not a Devin Haney fan that can get around that argument. Nobody. It's absolutely logically completely tight. No way did Lomachenko duck him. No way did Gervonta Davis ducking him. No way did Teofimo duck him. No way did George Kambosos duck him. The only person that you can say legitimately that I know of that ducked a fight with him was Ryan Garcia, who was mandated to fight him and turned it down and did something else. That's a duck because the WBC ordered it, gave him a chance to fight for a secondary title. However, may I ask you this, though? Now that you claim, not necessarily you, but other people claim that Gervonta Davis is not a champion because he has a secondary title. If you're not a champion, and that's what Devin says, he has a secondary belt, he's not a champion, then that interim belt that Devin had is not a championship because that's a secondary belt, tertiary belt, really. Then why would Ryan Garcia have any motivation to fight for it if it's not a real championship? Because it's just a secondary belt. It's not like he could have won a championship. But logically, you say, yeah, but it's still a duck because he chose not to fight him. And he turned around and fought for the same thing. Good argument. We can count that as a duck. But all that other stuff, it falls flat on his face. Flat on his face. And I've been putting you guys flat on your faces for 2 years. All I'm saying is don't bring it near me because I know that Errol Spence Jr. is not ducking Staniansis. Not ducking Staniansis for trying to fight Terence Crwford. That's not a duck. You know why? Because unifications trump mandatories. Right? I know that's the case. So if that's and you know that's the case. So if that's the case with Errol Spence Jr. and Staniansis and Terence Crwford, then it's also the case. Also the case with Vasily Lomachenko and Devin Haney. Right? Also the case with with Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, and Devin Haney. And that's why I'm saying you can't have two completely different standards when it's Devin. And why you guys make it very hard for me to support him heavily. If you said the same thing about Errol Spence Jr., I would say, look, man, I would say the same thing. I'm not going to apply a different standard to Errol than I would to Terence Crwford. I wouldn't. I know y'all don't like that, though. How hard it is. Devin wants smoke with everyone. That's fine. That doesn't mean he's ducking. Keith Nolan says, hey, much love in that super chat, Keith Nolan. He said, look, Canelo is a perfect example of how undisputed and belts don't matter. He has that designation, but he hasn't fought Benavidez, Andrade, Charlo, and others, so it doesn't mean much. No, it doesn't mean much. It doesn't. Let me tell you something. Keith Nolan. It doesn't mean much to people who are not fans of his. That's for sure. Hey, babe, I'm on my show. All right, bye. Hold on one second. Right? That's 100%. But see, what it is it doesn't mean much to fans of other people. It's the fan, and I'm telling you, it's the boxer that makes that stuff matter. And people change what they think based on the boxer. You know? That's how I see it. Y'all don't like that, though. Y'all don't like that work, though, bro. Why didn't Tio fight? Tio had a mandatory. George Kambosos was his WBO mandatory. So Loma applying for franchise to not fight his mandatory is just okay. Excuse me, Mr. MC. He didn't have a mandatory. You're making this up. He didn't have a mandatory. He didn't have a mandatory. His mandatory was not going to be due for another year, MC. No, it didn't matter because he unified. Exactly. He unified and then he lost. So no, it doesn't matter. Number one, he didn't apply for it. Bob Arum applied for it. And number two, he unified. So even if it was a mandatory, he fought in unification. So no, he didn't duck him. You may say at the best, you think he was going to duck him. He was planning to duck him. What are you're going to get him on conspiracy to duck? You're trying to get him on conspiracy to duck? You would admit that they have danced around and will probably, no, I'm not going to admit any of that. No, because unifications trump mandatories. I'm not admitting any of that. You guys just want to put that stuff up there, bro. First of all, Vasily Lomachenko said himself that he didn't ask for the franchise belt. Bob Arum said the reason that the fight didn't happen is because Devin Haney was with the wrong promoter. Bob Arum told you why the fight didn't happen, because of Bob Arum. I don't know why you don't believe Bob Arum. Excuse me, when Bob Arum says the reason the fight didn't happen is because Bob Arum didn't want that fight to happen. You accept Bob's guilt and everything else, but you don't accept Bob's part in getting a mandatory. He said he wanted to have Vasily Lomachenko be mandatory. I mean, to be the franchise champion 2 weeks after Canelo Alvarez got the franchise belt for the 140 division. He didn't want Lomachenko to fight. The promoter didn't want him to have to fight fights that are not in-house. That's Bob Arum's been doing that for years. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because unifications trump mandatories. So you can stop right there. You can stop. And then he lost. So he did not duck him. Teofimo Lopez fought a mandatory. One mandatory versus another mandatory. Even if he was the mandatory, he still fought George Kambosos because he would have got stripped by the IBF if he didn't. So that's not a duck. It's just not a duck. Come on, man. Be fair in how you apply things. If Errol Spence Jr., if you're telling me that Devin Haney, that Teofimo Lopez ducked Devin Haney, then that means that Errol Spence Jr. is trying to duck Jaron Ennis for fighting Errol Spence and for fighting Terence Crwford. And he's also simultaneously ducking Stanionis to fight Spence. So he's ducking both of his mandatories because Errol's got 2 mandatories right now. Come on, man. Y'all need to be fair, man. Instead, be fair in the way you apply rules. I'm being fair in how I apply rules. If Devin Haney has to fight his mandatory and he's not ducking somebody because he's fighting his mandatory, then the same thing goes for Gervonta. The same thing goes for Lomachenko. The same thing goes for Comey. The same rules apply to all these fighters. You are giving special privileges to Devin because you're Devin's fan. That's it, period. Devin needs to take his tall ass up to 140 and fight some guys his own size. Gary Antoine, Leo, that's funny. Much love in that super chat, bro. No, bro. The truth of the matter is, Jeff Campbell, there's only one. And it was the WBC franchise when they had it. And the WBC said that Devin's belt was a secondary belt. And Devin Haney fans cried foul on it. And cried foul for good reason. Because it's crap. I didn't like it either. But anyway, man, I'm going to slide down. I'm done with y'all on this month. You guys will never win this argument, bro. Errol did not pay anybody step-aside money. Why would Errol pay step-aside money to Stanionis? He hasn't even signed for a fight yet. They haven't even agreed to the fight yet, bro. Hey, much love into that chat, bro, in the super chat, bro. Seriously, man, y'all affect the support in the channel. Just leave me alone with that Devin stuff, bro. OX the Great said, who was the last fighter Bud dominated? Indungo. He knocked these guys out. I wouldn't say they docked him. Probably Indungo. If they really dominated, like no good moments, Indungo. Much love. Hey, Mr. OX, man, Mr. Clark, brother, thank you so much for your support in the super chat, bro. It really means a lot, bro. Thank you so much, man. Let me slide down. Seriously, man, I'm tired of y'all with that ridiculous Haney what? Exactly. Haney was not as mandatory. You guys keep acting like he was actually the mandatory. He was never the mandatory, bro. I'm giving you, and I'm telling you, even if he was the argument, even if he was the mandatory, you'd be wrong. But he wasn't the mandatory. He was never the mandatory. And even if he would have got, and if he would have kept the belt, he still wouldn't have been the mandatory. Because they never mandated the fight. Ever. So it wasn't even a case of a mandatory at all. And I'm telling you, I could put you on the stand and you have to say yes. You'd have to say no, he wasn't his mandatory. So what are you talking about? He unified instead of fighting a guy that wasn't his mandatory. That's the truth of the matter. In a very plain and simple, state the facts type of way. Okay? And right now, there's a better argument. It's basically the same argument to say that he's ducking Gervonta right now because he won't pay step aside money to get out of his contract with Top Rank, right? For the money that he probably doesn't have, and if he did have it, would be stupid to spend it. Blacksmith Ross, bro, he said Powerhouse Watson says something interesting. Tio ducked Haney because he pulled up on him. So did Spence duck Bud when he pulled up. Spence told him to get a belt. Spence said he can take the easy route. See, exactly, Blacksmith Ross. That is fair. That is what I'm talking about. You are confusing Devin ordering somebody to fight them with them having a responsibility to do so at that moment. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Inherent in that logic is you believing that Devin is more important than the structure of boxing. Listen, Tio ducked Haney because Haney pulled up on him. What does that mean? Devin Haney walks up and tells Teofimo Lopez, fight me next, don't fight George Kambosos. Teofimo Lopez does not have the ability to fight him. Why? Because Teofimo Lopez already has a mandatory that he has to fight. But you're saying it's a duck because Devin told him to do it. So in your logic, if this is what Powerhouse Watson says, shout out to Powerhouse Watson, what you're telling me is that Devin instructing you to do something is more powerful than a sanctioning body telling him what to do. Devin is more powerful than the sanctioning body, is what you're saying. Devin's desires trump the desires of the IBF, if that's what you're saying. Which tells you what? That you think the fighter is more important than the belts. Bingo. I'm telling you, you will never get out of this with me, ever. Your logical structure tells me, the structure of your proposition tells me what you think is more important. Let me repeat it. You know as a fact, as a certified fact, that Teofimo Lopez was ordered to fight George Kambosos. You know this. Is that true? Yes. That is a fact. That is not an opinion. That is a fact. George Kambosos was his mandatory that was ordered by the IBF, and he was his mandatory for almost a whole year. Almost a whole year. Devin Haney was not his mandatory. Wasn't. Right? The WBC never told Teofimo Lopez to fight Devin Haney. Never did. Right? But you say that Teofimo ducked Devin because Devin told him to fight him. So who ordered the fight? Devin ordered the fight by pulling up on him. Isn't that what you mean? He pulled up on him. He challenged him. Right? Teofimo didn't take the fight. Teofimo did what the IBF told him to do. So, who is more important, according to Powerhouse Watson, in that scenario? Devin's word or the IBF? Clearly, it's Devin. Devin is more powerful than the IBF when it comes to setting priority for what Teofimo Lopez does. And if you believe that, then you do not believe that the belts are what's most important. You believe what the fighters say are more important, right? Because Devin's a fighter and the IBF is the belt. Devin trumps, the fighter's request trumps the IBF's order. So don't turn around and tell me, now that Devin has all the belts, that people should be chasing those belts. Because you were telling me that Teofimo ducked because he didn't protect his belt. That he didn't go fight for a belt, go fight for not a belt. Right? I'm sorry, man. Y'all make me just do this to y'all to death, bro. Seriously, man. You can't get out of that, bro. I'm moving down to the end, bro. You know what I'm saying? Starter kid dude. I'm not talking. Why didn't he fight for unification with Haney? What unification? He lost, is why he didn't. He lost. That's not unification. He didn't unify. He didn't unify. Devin Haney was not the champion. Teofimo Lopez is the WBC champion, according to the WBC. That's why. And he already had a mandatory ordered on him because he had just unified. And then he lost. Anyway, fight me next or you duck me. I'm telling his fans, much love in that super chat, bro. He said, whoa, breaking it all the way down, dog. I broke it all the way down, bro. Come on, man. You know why I did. Because Devin wasn't the WBC champion, according to the WBC. Okay? Look, Powerhouse Watson, you my guy, bro. You my guy. But, dog, you're dead wrong on this, bro. You're just dead, bro. No, they did. Dog, let me tell you something, man. Our frequent flyer RC, stop. I don't even want to talk it anymore at this point in time, bro. Just stop it. You flipping the rules all the way around for Devin isn't. I understand what happened. That he allowed him then to win. He petitioned for the WBC franchise belt. He got the WBC franchise belt. The WBC said Teofimo Lopez is our champion. Teofimo Lopez is the undisputed champion. That's what the WBC said. Okay? Again, if you say that Devin says he's not, then you're again proving my point by saying that what Devin thinks is more important than the belts. So please stop it, bro. You're ruining the chat, bro. Somebody asked me about something else, bro. Bonton South D-Town said Jamal Charlo was a champion and Devin Haney received his belt the same way Jamal received a belt. It makes sense. No, he didn't because it doesn't make a difference to me. Whatever. You guys do what you want to do, bro. He didn't duck nobody. Isn't Boots still out there getting KOs? Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Anyway, man, come on. Can we please leave this alone, bro? Seriously. It's not even a fun conversation, bro, because it's stupid. It's just stupid. And I fell out with people about this because everybody, but dog, I could fall out with you, but it doesn't mean you're right. You're dead wrong. And you know you're dead wrong. You're dead wrong. And you tearing other fighters' names down, bro. You're tearing other people. You're tearing fighters' reputations. And I don't even like Teofimo Lopez. Believe it. I don't have any reason to be defending Teofimo Lopez. That Teofimo Lopez, man, please, that dude is just full of it. But the fact is what the fact is, man. Anyway. They changed the rules, but I said, let's talk about Boots, but I think you missed it. That's cool. Okay, thank you, brother. I appreciate that, bro. I'm going to be objective with fighters, bro. You're not going to get me on no bias, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not biased. I'm going to treat cats fairly, man. A said, I told you, fam, Chuck Norris died. That man said Chuck Norris ducked Devin, brony. Duck Devin, man. That's funny, bro. Man, that's funny, man. Look, Steven Espinosa said Andre ducked Jamal because they sent him a contract before and he resigned instead of taking the fight. Yeah, obviously he did, man. Yeah, hit on him, bro. He said, hey, Powerhouse Watson said, if I'm wrong, whatever, man. It's all good, Powerhouse Watson. It's just boxing talk. It ain't no biggie, brother. Trust me, man. It doesn't even, it's all good because you know what? Devin Haney's the undisputed champion, bro. It's all water under the bridge. You know? It is all water under the bridge, brother. At this point in time, I love that shit. It's all water under the bridge. And I mean it's all water under the bridge. No biggie at all, bro. No biggie at all. Will Collins said, check the Cash App, bro. Will do, brother. I thought I just did. And my man Kid the Great in the building said, I told you Chuck Norris is Duck Haney. Yeah, man, that's obviously he did, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, come on, man. Pound for pound boxing. You think Charlo called out Andre was for real? Absolutely not. He called out everybody, bro, in the same sentence. No, he didn't. I don't think it's real at all. He said, I want to fight him next. I want to fight this guy next. I want to fight this guy next. But whatever, bro, it doesn't matter because, you know, in the world of boxing, as long as you say the other guy's name, it counts. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wow. Huge in that super chat, bro. Thank you for that support, brother. Carl Butler in the building, brother. Much love in that super chat, bro. Yeah, Power. Hey, it's fair. Hey, look, bro, that's fair. That's fair right there, bro. That's 100% fair right there. That's 100% fair right there. We can just disagree on it. You know what I'm saying? Who's the top dog in 140? I gotta limit my yelling again, bro. The top guy is probably Josh Taylor, who's unified. He's still unified, bro. So you know, I would take that, bro. Hold on, what is this? Ugh, I don't know what that is. Devin Haney's the undisputed champion. Most factual thing I've heard all morning. Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's just it. Nah, you heard some more facts, bro, than that now. D Webb, you heard more facts than that now. You heard them facts now. And Matty Yole in the building said, who was the first egg? Who was first, the egg or the chicken? Oh, it had to be the egg. The egg did. The egg came before the chicken. Easiest question ever. That's the only way. The egg. Because there were eggs well before when there were eggs, when there were dinosaurs. So the dinosaurs continued to be hatched out of eggs, and they eventually muted into birds, according to what people say. So clearly the egg came before the chicken did. Easy money, brother. Next question. Batty Rich said, top of the AM OG. Good boxing action this weekend. Who you got? Oh, I can't wait, bro. I can't wait to talk about these fights, bro. I can't wait to talk about these fights this weekend, man. And that's why I'm saying I probably will not take the weekend off because we got Danny Garcia fighting, and I'm a big Danny Garcia fan. So the closer I get to the fight, more I'm excited about Danny Garcia. I'm hoping Danny Garcia wins. I got Danny Garcia in the fight. Gary Antoine Russell, I got him in the fight, but it's a really good fight. Adam Kornacki is fighting, and I hope Adam Kornacki can win. So I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm good on that. So yeah, those I'm really looking forward to this weekend of fights, bro. No doubt, man. Daniel Bolton said, glad to see you live, Fanon. Who you got? Stevenson and Conceição when the fight is done for September 23rd. Love the Saturday panels. Thank you, brother. I am big on Shakur Stevenson. I'm big on Shakur Stevenson as a fighter. I'm big on Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? As a fighter, I'm big on Shakur Stevenson. I got kind of got a little bit of a Terence Crwford feeling for him as a person. You know, kind of like he's a different type of dude. Like Shakur is a different type of guy, man. You know, different type of guy. But I like him a lot as a fighter, bro. I like him a lot as a fighter, and I think he very well may be the best guy around there. Like, let me put it this way, dude. I'm not picking against Shakur. I may say that I don't know what's going on in the fight or who will win, but you're most definitely never going to get me to say that I think somebody's going to beat Shakur, because Shakur really is like that, and I really like his style, man. That's the one thing about Shakur is that I like how he does it. He really can come forward on you. He can fight backwards. He can do. I mean, he can do whatever he needs to do, man. I mean, he's got that Olympic pedigree. Yeah, man, he's really really like that, man. Jeffrey Brooks said, "It's only one fighter that is a duck, and that is Keith one-time Thurman. He now ducking boots, but I can't. But I can't hate him for that. Oh no, you can't hate him. You can't hate him for that, bro. Much love in that super chat, bro. Yeah, no, you can't, bro. You can't. You can't. But I'll tell you, if Errol gets mandated to fight Keith, I'm literally gonna say that Errol ducked Keith. Man, I swear, if they order that fight, I'm actually gonna say it. I'm actually gonna let that leave my mouth, knowing it's not true, knowing it is not true, knowing it is not true. I will see. That is funny, man, how that stuff works. See, like, I know full well that that Errol would not, strictly speaking, be ducking Terence, Keith Thurman. He really just spitting in his face. You know what I mean? It's the why are you not fighting him? Why are you not fighting him? That's a critical question for me. And I know why Errol's not fighting Keith Thurman. And it is nothing other than a hawk to spit right in your forehead. That. It is petty. It is completely petty. Mr. Collins, hey, the cash apps are coming through slow, bro. So it just came through, brother. So thank you so much, bro. My man Will Collins said, "Did you see Chris Colbert and Gary trade words?" Yes, I did, bro. And that was classic humor. Thank you so much for the big five in that super chat, bro. Oh my God, man. It was classic, Will Collins. And I could see it coming, bro. I could see it coming because Chris Colbert wasn't doing nothing, was not doing nothing but attention seeking. And Gary was trying to talk to the crowd too. And then Gary's like, hold on. I'm looking at this crowd, man. I'm gonna look straight at you. Bro, my injury, I got another 3 months before I can spar. I just had surgery 3 months from now. I can't spar you. But my shoulder is good enough to slap you right now. You know what I'm saying? But this shoulder, my left hand, is good enough to smack you, bro. Hey, D-Web say, man, I had to poke you for 9. I know how the Haney combos be working your nerves. I just want to see all these dudes fight so we don't have to wonder who's the best. Yeah, that's fair, bro. Man, that's nothing but fair, man. That is nothing but fair. Absolutely fair. And that's kind of just what I wish could happen, man. We just keep it to boxing, like what'll happen in the ring. Because what happened in the ring, bro, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know. What'll happen in the ring, I don't know. I won't know. A Blacksmith Ross said, Fanon, do you think Bud playing hardball and not signing right away to piss Spence off? Spence really wants undisputed. Bud has what we call leverage. Man, I can't even speak on it, man. I don't know what Bud is thinking, man. I don't know what Bud is thinking. I hope at the end of the day he turns around and makes that fight, though, bro. You know what I mean? Hey, D Web say, you better know, Fanon. Hey, man, look, I don't know who's, and let me tell you, man, y'all ain't never heard me say that I know somebody that's going to beat him. Okay? So while you talking about disrespect, bro, trust me. If I was out here talking about how everybody was going to beat him, I think maybe you would see that. But I'm not doing that. I'm not saying that. I'm not going to be out there talking about how this guy's easy to beat. Bro, Greek Geeks in the Universe, brother. Thank you so much for that support, bro. Much love in that channel, brother. Thank you so much, bro. Really, really supported, brother. Daniel Bolin in the building said, as a female that loves boxing, you always Danielle Bolin says, as a female that loves boxing, you always bring it 100. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you for your support. I try my best, bro. Gary said these guys are boxers, but I'm a fighter, bro. Hey, yeah, that's what's up, man. Like on the real though, hey man, these dudes, dog, the boxers. I'm, to me, I always think everybody's boxing, but the way that they use it, I understand how to use it. Hey, Sean Porter said, just effing paid him talking about the Bud Spence fight. Look, bro, I'm going to tell you right now, man. If it was me, look, man, you're going to have to show something. You're going to have to shore something up, homie. But let me put it this way, man. This is a time that I hope Steven Espinoza makes the emotional decision. I hope that they make the emotional decision. However, these guys do not seem to be the type of guys to be making the emotional decisions. He said, honestly, I think Crwford don't want the fight. Spence, if you think about it, Bud hadn't had any real fights that could be dangerous. I don't know, bro. Oh, I was saying you better not say Errol, Duck, and Keith. Oh, nah, I'm not going to say that, bro. I'm not going to say that, bro. I'm not going to say that, man. I'm not going to say that, bro. I'm not going to say that. I won't say that. However, I want to say it just to be a jerk, bro. Just to be a jerk because I want to see that fight. But I know I'm not getting it, so whatever. And on top of it, I understand. I do understand why it is that Errol would say that and why Errol would take that position. I definitely understand that. Benson Hedges said, y'all hit that like button. Oh, man, what y'all do on these likes today, bro? Let me see. What have you guys done on the likes today? What have you done on the likes today? Not a lot, brother. I know. Um, 186. Oh, I'm sorry. We got 500 likes, bro. Oh, yeah, I see why he said he don't like that title. Sorry about that, Errol. Sorry about that, Errol. Jeff Brooks said, don't blame EJ for not fighting Keith. Came up with every injury possible. Yeah, it's fair, man. I don't blame him. Really, I don't. Really, I don't blame him. I don't. But I'm going to talk my smack because, yeah, y'all, it's definitely me. You don't like me. You don't like that. Hey, man. I just hope I'm wrong, bro. These guys just saying what they saying, bro. Country Q in the building said, if Spence Crwford fight, what do you think the gate price going to be to get in that place? Dumb expensive. $1,500 to get in the building. I don't know. Well, $750 to get in the building. You know, $750 to get in the building is what I think. Very, very expensive, bro. Mr. Sandman, thank you, brother. Dude, look, man. Like I said, this fight could be made next week. And then everybody be like, oh, you was wrong, you was right, you was wrong, you was right, you was wrong, bro. Nah, Benson Hedges, no. Let me tell you, Benson Hedges, cheapest seat 300, no way. Dude, you could not get a nosebleed for Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant was 700 nosebleeds. $700 for nosebleeds because the tickets are all going to get bought up, bro. The tickets are going to get held up. As soon as they go on sale, they're going to snatch those tickets up. Once they snatch those tickets up, I'm still tripping on that tweet. And that's why I'm telling you, man, be a boxing fan. Be a boxing fan. Be a boxing fan. I figured the game out, bro. Be a boxing fan. Way more leverage in being a boxing fan. Thurman held up the whole division for 2 years. Yeah, he did. No, there were some good fights. The fights kept coming. He just didn't fight Spence. Because he made good fights. And then he had to drop the WBC belt. So there was fights for the WBC while he still had the WBA. So I don't think he held it up, man. I just think that, I don't think that he did. I don't really think he held it up. He really just didn't fight Errol. And that's really kind of the thing there, bro. That's really the thing, bro. Is that he didn't fight Errol. And that's all I would say about it, man. Man, $150 with the support, bro. Thank you so much, bro. Say you only call people you are ducking irrelevant. Well, look, man, ain't nobody saying that Thurman is irrelevant. The man just said never. Exactly. For nine, they will resell for 750 or more. That's what I'm saying. And you're not going to get your hands on those tickets. You're not going to get your hands on those tickets. Those tickets are going to be bought the second they go on sale. The second they go on sale, they're going to all be snatched up. Big Buck 50 said, big ups to you for nine in the chat. My dogs, ATX Realist, Quincy, Just a Fan, Josh Furlong, Terry Schmoot, Bud and EJ here, but man down, strap season. Yes, sir, all day, bro. Man, bro. I swear, bro. Hey, man. Blacksmith Ross said for nine, if Spence doesn't fight Bud, but move up to 154 instead and fight but moves up to 154 instead of fighting Boots, that may be a duck. Nah. He been at the weight class a long time, man. He got 3 belts. He can move up. You don't have to fight every prospect in a division, man. You know what I mean? You can take a clean break, bro. If you move up and you move up, it's just what it is. You know what I mean? Nah, I don't think he's ducking, bro. And on top of it, man, I don't think that there could really, just the body of work for Errol, it's very tough to call him a duck, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very hard to call him a duck because of what he's done. You know he wants to fight the best dudes. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I don't apply that duck to him. Honestly, man, I don't apply duck to a lot of these guys. I don't think Lomachenko's a duck, bro. No joke. I don't think he's a duck. Is a general personality characteristic. What's going on, Mr. Gonzalez? How you feeling, man? What up with you, brother? I'm feeling good, man. I'm talking, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking this boxing, man. As a boxing fan, don't want to offend anybody with my opinions, bro. Man, just shut up and pay me your money for my bro. That's like saying, man, just shut up and pay me my money. Like, man, come on, bro. Come on, man. You better than that, bro. You better than that, man. You better than that, bro. You really are. You really are. You better than that, bro. You better than that, bro. Terry Schmoo said, Devin is the real face of boxing, undisputed and undefeated. Yeah, dog. He's the face of boxing, bro. No doubt about it. Errol and Jermell are Warriors, throwback fighters. Yeah, man, that's the fight I really want to see. I ain't lying, man. That's the really, truly. That's a fight that I'll be like, God dog, man. That is a war, man. That is a best fight. One of the best fights that can be made in boxing, man. I promise you it is, bro. Teddy G said, I meant duck stuff. What's duck stuff, Teddy? What's duck stuff? Man, it's actually harder to drop down my decibels on my voice. It's actually harder on my voice to do that. Just to speak like this is a lot easier, man. Anyway, Bonton South D-Town said, I think Lomachenko ducked Devin Haney, and you think he didn't. But guess that's what we have different opinions and still talking boxing. Yeah, that's fair. You know what it's, man, dude, it's whatever, bro. Like, it is okay to believe what you believe. You know, that's it. Just don't jump down people's throats if they believe differently than you do, man. You know, that's just how I am. I'll leave you alone if you think you can think what you want to think. And for the most part, I'll leave you alone about it. You know what I mean? It's the challenging thing. It's when you want to get into the world of debate that people go in there, man. Jorge Martinez said, Canelo has 2 losses and 2 draws, and what is that? And still facing boxing the cash man. I don't know, man. Is he? I just think he's a big name fighter. I don't think he's the face of boxing. I just think he's the biggest name in boxing. I don't think that makes you the face of boxing. I just think he's the biggest name in boxing. And that is true. But we're in a downtime of boxing. We're in a downtime. You know what I mean? I don't think he's the face of boxing. When I wake up in the morning and I think about boxing, I don't think about that. I'm going to tell you the conversation that is driving this Errol Spence Jr. Terence Crwford conversation is driving boxing much more so than Canelo Alvarez. Really? And it's much more representative of what's going on in boxing than anything else. In this particular circumstance, I think in any conversation that anybody is having on any interviews is about this fight. You know what I'm saying? Mr. De La Cruz said, good morning, Fanon. Really looking forward to seeing Russell and hope we get a banger. We hope we get a banger with Garcia and Benavidez. Yeah, I don't think you can miss on that, man. I don't think we can miss on that, bro. I think you may see that dude get stumbled. David Williams, bro, he said, example for Crwford. In the movie Game of Death, when Bruce Lee had to go through the levels to get to the top, he ran into Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He didn't ask for money to get past. He fought him, signed a contract, and shut me up. Much love in that super chat, bro. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much, man. Yeah. Man, I really hope that tweet was not about me, bro. I really, really, really hope it wasn't. I really, really hope it wasn't, man. God dog, man. Everybody entitled to their own opinion. Yeah, man. Yeah, they are, without a doubt, man. Devin walks over Tank the Kush, man. Man, he ain't walking over. That's a 12-round fight. He ain't walking over nobody now. Don't get it twisted. That is. Gary said he doesn't know if he can fight again. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't know. He may be retired. He may be. He's a trainer. He got a crew. He got 2 world championship contenders, man, that he can train right now. You know? Terry Rayford in the building. Much love in that super chat, bro. You know what I mean? I mean, shoot, he may. That's what I figured. I was like, dude, he's got 2 careers he's got to guide right now. He's taking over for his dad, bro. Oh, said, no, we talking about Gary beating Boots. Oh, Gary Antoine? You talking about Gary Antoine beating Boots? Oh, man, we'll see, bro, about that. I mean, but look, Gary Antoine Russell's a real deal, man. He's the real deal. He talks a good game, and on top of it, I hope people want to fight him. You know, he's not down there with a bunch of, UK dudes that won't fight him and act like he doesn't exist. You know what I mean? Country Q25 said, hey, Fanon, thank you for giving one up on the boxing app. Appreciate that, bro. Oh, no worries, man. No worries, bro. That's what's up, man. They were a good sponsor, too. We may do some more work a little like next month. They usually call, so we'll probably do some more videos with that stuff up there, bro. What was that guy smoking? There is no fighter walking over Tank. No, they're not walking over him, dude, and definitely not Devin, man. Devin ain't walking over that, man. That's just like not going to happen, brother. Did y'all hit the likes, man? Can we get them likes to 600, bro? We got 527 people liking the chat. Can we get the like button, man? Can we hit that like button? And on top of it, brother, thank you to everybody that supports in the super chat. Thank you to everybody in the sports in the Cash App. Greatly, greatly appreciate you, brother. Like my man, Batty Rich in the building. He said, Bud acting like those Nebraska dudes from Belly Move. Dog, that ain't nothing like Nebraska. Spence the A side, Bud yelling, I don't like that ish. Why y'all eating a banana? Hey, that tells you, bro, you better get up out of dog. You better not be trying to roll up through Omaha, Nebraska. Hey, man, y'all better not be trying to roll up in Nebraska trying to make a ton of dog like it's easy money. You know? That shit was funny, bro. That movie Belly, bro, was hilarious, man. Belly. Very long, bro. Terribly put together movie, bro. Very long and terribly put together. I'm like, dude, this movie should be over. And then it just like started up a whole nother movie. In the middle of the movie. Just kicked up a whole nother movie. Like, what is this, man? Super Smooth. What's going on, bro? As much as I feel Devin deserves more respect, I don't see him beating Tank. He would have to have the perfect fight. Yeah, no doubt, bro. Hey, that's super smooth. Hey, man, that's interesting to hear you say that, brother. That's definitely interesting to hear you say, man. Because I'm sorry, man, if I had pegged you for one of the excessive ones. But all I'm saying is, look, dude, I know full well that Devin may be able to beat all these guys because he's a very, very good boxer, man, and you're going to have to overcome that. He's not going to get out of character, and that's a strength of his. He's not going to get out of character. He's going to do what he needs to do to continue to win fights because honestly, that's what pays him. So he's going to do what he needs to do. You know what I'm saying? He's going to do what he needs to do to get what he needs to get. And I can respect that a lot. I really do. because not everybody's going to fight the same way, man. You're not going to be, Mike Tyson. He ain't going to be Mike Tyson. That's not what he is. And if Mike Tyson tried to be Ali, we never heard from him trying to fight like that, because that's just not going to work for him. He said Belly sucked. Yeah, man, Belly was like weird, man. It's a weird movie, man. The cinematography though was always intriguing, because that's what Hype Williams is good at. Very good video, like very good with the cinematography. The cinematography is excellent. The directing and the writing and all that was what was suspect in that, bro. JT said he going to jab, hug. Yeah, dog, we'll see, man. Yeah, you don't want to get hit on that inside. But he just did we'll see what happens in the next one, bro. Boy, Timothy Sidemar said, boy, I be reading some dumbass comments. Hey, man, ain't no dumb comment, bro. There ain't no dumb comment, bro. Just put it in the super chat. Just support, but I appreciate y'all supporting the channel, brother, so much, man. I really, really do, man. This has been one of the more fun ones, bro. Even though, man, it really does. I got to tell you, man, that kind of bothers me, man. I don't get why. I don't get that. Like, I really and truly don't get that, bro. Like, I don't get that. I don't get it, bro. I know they frustrated, though. They frustrated because they want this fight. Errol Spence probably real frustrated. Really, really frustrated over this and wanting to make this fight. Because you can kind of hear it, bro. You can kind of hear that he's frustrated. And maybe hearing about it all the time is frustrating. You know what I mean? Street Spitters said, I don't know what you said, bro. I didn't like Belly. What you want me to say? I didn't like the movie. And I'm going to talk about whatever I want to talk about, bro. I didn't like the movie. I watched it once. They had good scenes. They had individual entertaining scenes. Like the dude with the gigantic weed bowl and how the woman jumped in there and wound up killing him. Yeah, there was some cold cinematography in there. Absolutely. The shower scene, very Hype Williams-ish 1990 video cinematography. Big fan of Hype Williams as a cinematographer, as a guy that is filming videos. That's what he is. He's a world-class, legendary cinematographer in rap videos. And that's what was good about the fight. Good about that movie. But the actual storyline, man, get out of here, man. You can like it. I was like not impressed. Period. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, bro. Yeah, I know Hype Williams. I met Hype Williams. I know exactly who Hype Williams was. Belly was good if you were a DMX fan. That's fair. I mean, there were some good moments in it, but dude, I'm not gonna do that. Shit ain't The Godfather. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like what you like, bro. But you strict as talking, man. I'm gonna talk about whatever I want to talk about, like getting you up out of here, bro. Hey, Carl Horton, much love in that super chat, bro. He said, can't watch you live too often, but watch all your videos, replays, and must say you are must-watch TV. Love when you fight trolls. I'm still laughing about the little school bus. Thank you, Carl Horton. I appreciate that, bro. That means a lot, man. Thank you so much for that support, bro. Thank you so much for that support, brother. I'm telling you, man. Thank you, man. It's not little. It means a lot, bro. But my feelings are hurt, bro. My feelings are hurt, bro. They said classically trash, bro. Like, man, seriously, man. Dude, there are some good movies out there. Then there's some movies that, like, you know what I mean? Anyway, Yaddy Knowles said it will have a hard time fighting Tank. He's a lefty. Dev jabs from the right side. Yeah, man. It's like I'm saying, it's not going to be an easy fight, but he ain't rolling over him, bro. Much love in that super chat, bro. And my man, Timothy Stoudemire said, Fanon, I got $500. Bud beats Spence. Bro, I ain't betting $500, man. I'm not putting $500 on that fight, bro. I'm not doing it. Because that is a fight I just want to watch, bro. I don't want to be, man, losing money and making it double worse. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think I'm going to lose money. I'm confident on Errol, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm confident on Errol, bro. I really am. But I ain't trying. I'm sure somebody else will take that $500 bet on you. Like I said, bro, I'm just a cat. I'm a cat that supports, that appreciates the super chats and the supports we get in the super chat, bro. It means a lot, man. So throwing out $500, throwing out $500 out there ain't easy for a kid, bro. You know what I mean? That's why I'm on the grind, bro. What? Number 63. Number 63. I don't get that, mama. I don't know what you mean by that. Jeff Miller said, Never Die Alone was DMX's best work. That was cold. Yeah, man. That she was cold. Yeah, I'm not big. Look, bro, I'm good on that, man. Like, I was good on that, bro. What? I didn't see Clockers, bro. I didn't see Clockers. I'm gonna tell you, no joke, bro. I'm not a big movie guy. I'm not a big movie guy, really. And I got some corny taste in movies. You know what I mean? I got some corny taste in movies. But happy anniversary. Absolutely. 63rd anniversary. Wow. Happy anniversary, mama. My parents have been, big applause. My parents have been married for 63 years. Would you guys mind putting applause, some claps and applause for my parents' 63rd anniversary? Please. Congratulations, mama. That is a very, very long time to be married. Yeah, 63 years, man. 63 years. Man, congratulations, mama. Number 63. Wow. What am I at? Like 20? I'm at 24 or something like that. Yeah, that's big, mama. Congratulations, man. Happy. I should have known that when you said, I was like, number 63. Wow. That's big, mama. Congratulations. Saw a picture this week of Bud next to a lady I know, and she was taller and bigger than him. I got Spence walking out. Bud, yeah, he's not a big guy. Geeks of the Universe said, congratulations to your parents. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Congratulations, mama. My parents, 63rd, said, thanks to all. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. That's my mama right there. As you can tell, I got all my good looks from her. Yeah. I'm 15. I'm at 15 and 33. Wow, you got married early. You got married at 18, huh? Wow. Yeah, that's wonderful, man. Yeah, that is beautiful, man. That's a long time partner. Long time partnership, excellent partnership. No dope. Does dating years count? I don't know, man. I mean, I can't tell you. I go strictly off of marriage. If I was talking dating years, then it would be 30. It would be me and my wife would be at 30 if you're talking about dating years. But we're like at 25 or something like that in actual marriage. So, you know, a long time. A long time. That's why I told y'all don't listen to Kevin Samuels. That's some bad advice, bro. You know what I'm saying? That is some bad advice out there. That's getting spit out there, bro. No joke. I was hearing some stuff like, really? Like, you sure? That type of stuff, man. You know what I mean? But look, man, I'm going to get up out of here, man. Much love to everybody today. Thank you guys so much for the support in the chat. So much for the support in the super chat, bro. It's greatly, greatly appreciated. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Said that's what I'm looking for. Something that lasts forever. It's hard to find these days. Yeah, man, but they'll tell you how to do it, you know? But anyway, thank y'all so much for your support. With that, I got to get up out of here, and I'm out. Deuces.